Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One on a spectacular Sunday afternoon. Welcome to the plains of Auburn, Alabama, and our second elimination game of the weekend. The NC State Wolfpack out of the ACC getting set to battle the Stetson Hatters, the A-Sun champions, in a rematch of a game that was played just 2 days ago. Well, a lot of chaos on this championship Sunday. 7 of the 16 national seeds facing elimination today. That chaos fully underway. Hasn't happened quite yet here in Auburn. The Tigers, the number 4 national seed, advancing already to the regional final. They have yet to lose here at Plainsman Park. And of course, they're awaiting the winner of this game today between NC State and Stetson. He's Jackie Bradley Jr. I'm Roy Philpott. So glad you could join us. Sense of urgency is now. Both teams in survive and advance mode, Jackie.
Yes, they are. We rerun it, run it back. NC State versus Stetson, an exciting matchup. The first one was a little out of hand, but I got a feeling this was going to be a very close one.
Yeah, it was 11-2 Hatters, but the NC State offense started to catch fire yesterday in a 12-0 shutout of Central Connecticut State. Alex Sosa got the hit parade started early. 3 home runs overall, including the very first for Ryder Woodson of his young career. 12-0 victory for NC State.
Yes, the sense of urgency was extremely high for NC State, and they really got the bats going. They're looking to catapult themselves and continue moving forward.
8 hits against Stetson, just 2 runs on 2 solo shots. That started to change yesterday, eliminating the Blue Devils. Meanwhile, for the Stetson Hatters, the top of the order, the NC State transfer, Isaiah Barquette. What a regional he has had with 4 doubles and 5 for 9 overall.
Yes, he has been nothing short of spectacular. There's only been 5 games all season long where he hasn't gotten a hit. So hitting is in his blood.
Indeed it is, and something to prove once again for a young man that began his career in Raleigh back in 2023 before transferring down to DeLand, Florida. And you see his numbers. The 6 RBIs, awfully impressive for the starting third baseman. Our first pitch between Stetson and NC State. It's winner go home time is headed your way next. You're watching the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? On a beautiful Sunday afternoon, regional final later tonight in Auburn, Alabama. NC State Wolfpack, the designated visiting team to start against the Stetson Hatters. Ty Head, Josh Hoke, Chris McHugh, and Luke Nixon. Finally off the schneid a little bit yesterday, that 3-run home run late, JBJ.
Yes, he got it going late in a game that probably, the homer probably wasn't no so-called needed, but it was needed for him, and he's looking to help get that going for his team.
Dylan Jacobs began his career at Florida State. His first season in Tallahassee, now his 3rd at Stetson. Tell me what you know about what he brings to the mound today.
He likes to throw the fastball changeup mixed to lefties, fastball slider mixed to righties, and they're going to be looking to try to get him through the lineup at least one time clean.
It feels as if in our deep dive on both of today's starting pitchers, it's feast or famine, and somebody's going to have to get hot to lift one of these programs to tonight's regional final against the 4-seed Auburn Tigers. Let's see who it is. Jacobs delivers. Low and away to Ty Head. And we are underway on the plains. Well, if you've missed any of these games this weekend here at Plainsman Park, Auburn contests have been, they've been juiced in the sense they've had record-breaking crowds. Over 7,000 for both of their contests. Upper part of the zone, that'll even the count against Head. He's 2 for 8 this weekend in Auburn. So whoever wins this game, you got to topple the number 4 national seed Tigers tonight, and you have to deal with that hostile crowd in the background that has been energized with Auburn's ability to host again this year.
It's been a lot of them, and they are coming in fired up and ready.
Stetson battled Auburn late last night as Ty Head lifts this to shallow center field. And Russell going to record the first out today. There's 1 away. But for these starting pitchers, you're trying to work your way through that batting order the first time, and then I don't want to say everything else is icing on the cake, but you would feel pretty good if you're Steve Tremper, the head coach at Stetson, or Elliott Avent, the head man at NC State. If on the other side, Heath Andrews can get the job done for you a couple of frames.
That's definitely not icing on the cake. Both of these teams are coming in here swinging at bat very, very well. Stetson's been swinging it well all tournament long. And NC State has found their power surge as of last game.
Yeah, they've hit 5 of the 7 home runs hit at Plainsman Park. First look at Josh Hogue today. He's 5 for 9 this weekend with a home run. Got games underway all across the country on this Elimination Sunday. And out of the ACC, the Clemson Tigers on the verge at home in the Clemson Regional, getting ousted by Kentucky. Wildcats with a 16-4 lead at Doug Kingsmore in the bottom of the 7th inning there. Had some crazy comebacks, what we've seen in Athens with Georgia and Oklahoma State. Dogs raced out to the big advantage. Cowboys came back to tie it up. Currently 8-7 UGA in the 7th inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to the junior Josh Hogue. Got a top 16 team in Oregon already bow out. That happened yesterday. Hogue sends this one to left field, and it should be playable. Jordan Taylor. Now, Taylor started in right field yesterday, now in left with Evan Griffiths in right field this afternoon, and he's 2 away.
Yeah, Evan Griffiths is almost like he's hit his way into this lineup. He's making his presence known in this tournament.
Well, we've talked about it all weekend long here in Auburn, JBJ, but getting off to a good start is imperative. In the first 4 games that we have played, that you and I have called, the team that jumped out in front first, the perfect 4-0.
Extremely vital to get out ahead early. Not saying that there can't be a comeback that can happen, but it hasn't happened yet here.
Chris McHugh to left. Taylor. And now Landon Russell in center field near the warning track. Gonna haul it in. A 1-2-3 top of the first, and the Hatters coming up to bat for the first time after this. Now, there's no doubt that this game and this matchup means a little bit more to number 13 on your screen, Isaiah Barquette, the NC State transfer. 6 RBIs and counting so far in this Auburn Regional. It'll be Barquette. Jordan Taylor moves up to the 2-hole, and Lorenzo Miola, the Defensive Player of the Year, and the A-Sun batting third. Meanwhile, for NC State, what do you know about Heath Andrews, the sophomore right-hander from Fincastle, Virginia?
What I know about him, he's a fastball slider, changeup mix, but his slider is what's going to be the determining factor on how deep he's able to go. He might have a short leash depending on what goes on early, but if he has that slider going, I expect him going a little bit more.
Well, he had it going against Clemson 5 weeks ago in that sweep that NC State issued on the Tigers. 9 strikeouts that game for the Virginia native, his first team All-State, James River High School, his final season there. And a lot of good baseball still in front of number 19 for the Wolfpack. And a big matchup early against Isaiah Barquette. The season in Raleigh before he transferred down to DeLand, Florida. And he has been absolutely on fire. The blue-collar work ethic. That baseball jersey's been dirty all weekend. I don't know how they keep it pearly whites the way that it looks today on a Sunday, but he's a player.
Yes, he is. Probably had to wash it multiple times to get that jersey clean.
Can you put a little bleach on it when you got the green numbers? You got to be careful there, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, you got to do whatever you can, though.
A little dirt on that shoulder, perhaps. And the 1-0 to Barquette. Slider comes in at 86.
Keeps it there all day. It's going to be a pretty tough pitch to hit.
Barquette 5 for 9 this weekend. He's got 4 doubles. He's driven in the 6 runs that we spoke about earlier in the show. Dad, of course, Andy was a big leaguer, coached a number of seasons in the majors, including the hitting coach of one Jackie Bradley Jr. here, 2018 world champion Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, Andy Barquette's absolutely phenomenal. We've been to battle together for a long time, and we're fortunate that it worked out for us. We won the war one of those years.
Two balls and 2 strikes. I mean, I'm guessing it never gets old reflecting on what that season was about and how you guys won it. Same thing, your 2 trips to Omaha in the Men's College World Series, the 2 national titles you guys won last decade at South Carolina. And Barquette serves this straightaway center field, and a blooper's going to fall right in front of Ty Head. Hit number 6 this weekend for Isaiah Barquette. And the Hatters off and cooking.
One of the toughest guys to strike out because he does stuff like this, just using every bit of the bat you can. And when you're hot, you're hot.
Now, Ty Head was playing pretty deep in center field. And Barquette is a major threat to steal second. 31 stolen bags this season in just 37 attempts. And Stetson, one of the top teams in America in stolen bases. That hasn't been a factor yet this weekend, really.
It really hasn't, but I can see Stetson possibly taking advantage of that because of Heath Andrews throwing so many sliders.
Jordan Taylor batting second today. He was in the 6th hole last night against Auburn and switched from right field to left field. 312 on the season with 7 home runs. Pretty good pop. Hatters won the Atlantic Sun Championship regular season. They were declared co-champions FGCU in the tournament. There was some rain, there was some lightning. They were unable to complete their championship series against FGCU. And so by rule, declared co-champions, and the regular season champion ended up representing the ASUN in the NCAA tournament. You got all kinds of brown dirt all over the place already on Barquette.
That's what happens when they're trying to get you back into the dugout.
He's not comfortable playing in a clean jersey, right? That wouldn't feel right for us calling it.
Let you know how, if you've been playing the game hard, usually you're dirty.
Taylor's got 3 hits here in Auburn. Barquette being checked by Heath Andrews. Tough take at 92. Taylor's got that 7-game hitting streak coming in. Florida State transfer. He will crowd the plate. Swat that one foul. For both of these teams, you got to win this game. Then you got to win another game later tonight against number 4 Auburn. And if you win that, you got to play one more tomorrow. How does that enter the mentality for both coaches and dugouts? Or does it at all?
You try to stay away from that mentality.
Taylor deep in the 6th hole. Stopped by DeCrisio, and that's it. Unable to get away a throw. Infield knock, and Jordan Taylor's aboard after the single by Barquette. You got to win the game in front of you first.
Exactly. You got to focus on what's in front of you right now, where your feet are right now. You worry about that when the time comes, because if you start looking to the future, the present's going to get past you, and then you're going home. This is a big-time moment.
I feel like that's a motto written somewhere inside the Green Monster somewhere up at Fenway. That was good. Here's Miola. Now you go back 2 days ago, Hatters put up 7 runs against these NC State Wolfpack. There's an error there. 3 of those runs were unearned, but really kind of set the tone for the weekend for both teams.
It really did. You know, obviously now they're both in elimination game here. But Stetson, they feel very comfortable with the lead early. They showed that 2 days ago, and they're looking to try to jump on them now.
Ball and a strike to Lorenzo Miola. His son Defensive Player of the Year at shortstop. Ball and 2 strikes. Got speed everywhere. Between Barquette and Taylor, they've stolen 53 bases this year. And you certainly understand any kind of early trouble. Elliott Avent thinking about making a change, so a quick hook would be in order if 1 or 2 more reach for the Hatters, you would think, JBJ.
It'll be interesting how he decides to attack it, because he has a slider working.
Popped up, foul territory. That's going to stay in play, and a little bit of room for the Wolfpack. And that was first baseman Chris McHugh. And a very big first out.
Very big first out. All it takes is 1 more pitch. He has the slider working a little bit right now. If he's able to get a ground ball and get out of this inning clean, that's going to be huge for NC State going into the top half.
Miola was 5 for 11 before that plate appearance. Landon Moran just 1 for 9 so far this weekend. His specialty has been in the field at first base. Slider for strike 1. Heath Andrews. And one of the big surprises yesterday, Louisville handling Vanderbilt up in Nashville. The Commodores, the #1 overall national seed, and everybody was kind of looking around here yesterday expecting another Commodore rally. It didn't happen. Felt like it was 3-2 the last 4 to 5 innings of that one. And then Tim Corbin afterwards, the Vanderbilt head coach, was asked a couple of questions. Got a little testy. Reminds you of what everything starts to mean now that the calendar reaches June 1st, as it does today.
Yeah, he wasn't too happy, it didn't seem. This is that time of year where things get a little testy, and coaches and players want it very bad.
Hey, the broadcasters do too. That actually hit Moran, and the Hatters are going to have the bases loaded. And Elliott Avent already starting to pace a little bit in that NC State dugout. It's right off the back part of the knee near the hamstring.
I believe that was actually his first changeup he's thrown. He's been mainly fastball slider mixed with a lot of sliders to the righties, with Landon being his first lefty batter he's faced. So he's going to be looking to try to get a feel for that pitch as well still.
Now here comes a big moment for Evan Griffiths. 3 for 7 this weekend. He's driven in 2 and has moved up in Steve Trimper's batting order. First pitch strike from Andrews. Hatters with the bases loaded. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Moran over there at first. You saw Taylor at second, Barquette over at third. 2 knocks and a hit by pitch, and a balk was called. A run will come home. Isaiah Barquette will score the first run of the afternoon in this elimination game. Taylor's going to get to third, Moran to second on the balk by Heath Andrews.
Talk about how important it is scoring early. Stetson able to come out. Yeah, he reset right there. Wonder if he let the umpire know. Sometimes pitchers like to let the umpire know whether they're going to go from the stretch or the windup. And it looked like he was going from the windup. He was going to go set his hands and reset.
Elliot Avent wanted to talk to home plate umpire Mark Hutchison.
Explain that a little bit more. You can't reset your hands without stepping off of the mound first. For a right-handed pitcher, he has to step off with his right foot.
A weekend where we've seen just about everything. The first run today scores on a balk, and now a ball and 2 strikes to Evan Griffiths with first base open. I know the strike zone seemed to shrink a little bit last night, but for the most part, this veteran crew has been very strong. Strikeout. Griffiths is retired. Second out of the inning, and Heath Andrews out away from escaping what appeared to be a major jam early. And for his first strikeout of the afternoon. So here's Jaden Hilton. We saw him for the first time last night against Auburn in a pinch hit role, and he came through in the clutch with a strong knock. Now he gets the start as the DH. First pitch low and away from Andrews, and the junior from Palm Beach Gardens. Big opportunity here.
Yes, it is. We were talking about earlier how we loved his swing coming off the bench, driving the ball to right field.
Confident stroke, and just kind of kept things rolling for Stetson, trying to rally when they were down 7-3. That ended up allowing 2 more runs to score for the Hatters to make it 7-5. Good take there in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. And East Carolina handling Florida. Conway Regional 9-4. And Kevin O'Sullivan's team, the Gators, on the verge of being eliminated. Is that another changeup?
That was a slider. He is loving that slider as long as he's able to locate it and continue to keep them off balance with it.
2-2 from Andrews outside at 93 and a full count.
Haven't seen him throw a fastball for a strike in a while. It's been his slider, which has been the main pitch for him.
And the payoff from Andrews on the way. Rip foul. Taylor over at third base, Moran at second. Heath Andrews with a strikeout, but a run is in on a balk. And a 3-2. Fly ball to right. Fair territory. Still going, and at the track, Braden Frosman reels it in. And a very loud third and final out, but a run scores for the Hatters. 1-0 Stetson. Well, good start for the Atlantic Coast Conference in this year's NCAA tournament, boosted by what Louisville did yesterday at #1 national seed Vanderbilt. Cardinals are in the regional final tonight there. And then look at the bottom of the screen, Wright State leading Vandy still in the bottom of the first inning, 4-0. That is an elimination game. We talked about Tim Corbin earlier. JBJ was a little feisty after what transpired yesterday against the Cards, and he gave Louisville full credit for as good as they've been this year. And you see that record. The ACC at this juncture has yet to lose to the SEC. Alex Sosa, a base hit into center field, and NC State, its first base runner of this one.
Yeah, Corb was asked, what's his focus going forward? And he had a testy answer saying Wright State is the only thing I'm focused on right now. I don't have to worry about winning 2 games, this and that. I just want to focus on Wright State first.
He took it next level, too, with, kind of what kind of question was that in the final one that he answered. And again, it's June. Here we are, and 2 weeks away from the Men's College World Series getting underway in Omaha. Big inning right now for NC State. You look at Dylan Jacobs and his numbers this year. He's been rock solid in the first. Different story in the second frame.
Yes, different story for sure. Obviously, Sosa with the leadoff hit here, but he has given up 10 earned runs when pitching in the second inning.
That trend may continue here. DeCrisio into left field. A big turn by Sosa. And quickly retreats after Jordan Taylor got to it in a hurry. So back-to-back hits. For the record, Dylan Jacobs this year in the first inning hasn't allowed a hit. In the second inning, he's given up 10 earned runs.
Yes, and DeCrisio actually cut me off with that loud barrel as he hits it down left field line. And that's been the thing for Jacobs. After getting through the first inning, teams are making adjustments in the second inning. He's going to try to get through this lineup one time. He's going to have to get some outs here soon.
Now Dylan Jacobs from Ocala, Florida. The bunt will be laid down brilliantly by Luke Nixon. The throw to first gets away. Here comes a run home for NC State. And the Wolfpack are on the board. Alex Sosa comes home on the errant throw that drifted into right field. We are starting to see Luke Nixon become a bigger factor this weekend. That's exactly what head coach Elliot Avent needs. A 3-run blast yesterday. He lays down the bunt beautifully right here.
Perfect bunt, just doing a job, keeping it simple, advancing the runners, and making things happen.
So an infield single, E5, error charge to Barquette. A few mistakes he's made this weekend. No RBI, but we're knotted up at 1. And now 2 runners in scoring position for the Pack. Brandon Novy takes ball 1. So we had a balk for Stetson. Rather called on NC State in the first inning. And now a knock into left field. And NC State going to jump out in front for the first time. Nixon and DeCrisio come home on the double by Brandon Novy. And in the blink of an eye, it's 3-1 Wolfpack.
That was 109-mile-an-hour bullet by Novy. No, that's usually what's happened. You have a mistake, and then the team that is able to capitalize on it has been NC State.
4 straight hits for the Wolfpack. The E5 and activity in the Stetson bullpen already. Braden Frosman takes low and away. Matthew Heil getting loose in that Stetson bullpen. 3-1 NC State, and popped up a mile in the air. Barquette will fight off the sunshine for a moment, record the first out. How many stats do you see in baseball, and for whatever reason the trends just get flipped upside down, and then you get a number that we gave you just moments ago with Dylan Jacobs this year in the second inning, and the Wolfpack have taken full advantage of that trend.
Yes, they have. It's sometimes it can be a mental block. You know, we talk about sometimes when pitchers, they can carve up throwing at home plate and dot a corner, but they might have the yips maybe possibly throwing to first base. And you would think a pitcher can throw inside a small little box, but how hard it is to hit a grown human being over at first base. You know, it's sometimes just as small as that.
Fourth start of the season for Ryder Woodson. Second of the weekend here in Auburn. 3 straight out of the zone for Dylan Jacobs, and it was just yesterday Ryder Woodson left the ballpark in the middle of some outstanding storytelling, by the way, for his first career home run to left center field. And it was all smiles rounding the bases. Ryder Woodson, Naples, Florida, just drilled it right next to the War Eagle wall. Tip of the cap. What promises to be a long career in Raleigh. Woodson again, straightaway center. Landon Russell, the edge of the track, and that's going to enable Novi to tag. And without a throw, he reaches third base with 2 away.
Another solid swing by Ryder. Woodson, just a wrong part of the ballpark. It's deep out that way. No wind helping today.
No wind assisting that last flying ball. 385 to straightaway center, right in the heart of that batter's eye. Now, we showed you that record by the ACC over the SEC at 5-0 to start this NCAA tournament. And now that will shift a little bit. It's now 5-1 after Clemson was just eliminated by Kentucky at Doug Kingsmore 16-4. JBJ, you and I were talking yesterday. They rallied to take a 1-run lead against West Virginia late. It was tied at 5 in the top of the 9th inning at Doug Kingsmore. 2 quick outs. And then all of a sudden, just the bottom fell out. The Tigers' championship hopes. West Virginia scored 4 to put the Tigers in the elimination game, and now one of 2 national seeds that have been eliminated. Clemson and Oregon are now out. And Dylan Jacobs is also out for the Stetson Hatters. Steve Tremper makes his first call to the bullpen. Well, don't look now, but Elliott Avent's team starting to warm up offensively. That 12-run outburst eliminating Central Connecticut yesterday on 10 hits. Already 3 on the board today with 4 knocks for the Wolfpack. And second inning proved to be the end for Dylan Jacobs. That trend continues, just 24 pitches. And Matthew Heil, the sophomore lefty, now on the mound for Stetson.
Low 3/4 arm slot, lots of fastballs with slider mixes to lefty. Slider works best against the righties. Fastball works both sides. And last time he pitched against FGCU, 2 2/3 innings, 2 earned runs. So he's going to be called upon on a big moment right here.
Every moment today, enormous. The 3 teams remaining. 3-1 NC State. And Matthew Heil completes his warm-up tosses. Brandon Novi still at third base, 2 away. Hatters got to have an out here. Inner half, and a called strike. So it's back to the top of the order, and Ty Head flied out to center field his first time in.
State offense has been hitting the ball hard for the past 3 days.
Yeah, for Steve Tremper, you're wishing Jonathan Gonzalez still had a couple of innings in him after what we saw on Friday.
Yeah, what a masterful performance. 6 innings pitched. But even then, NC State was still hitting the ball hard. They were just hitting it right at people. So it was almost like...
Off speed, out in front, Head strikes out, and Heil. Exactly what Stetson needed. Wolfpack played 3 on the strength of 4 hits, 3-1 NC State. ESPN is the home for the NCAA College Baseball Regionals. For round-the-clock multi-game coverage, scan the QR code right now as ESPN Plus subscribers can access expanded coverage with Squeeze Play. Jackie Bradley Jr., Roy Philpott, I believe a thumb war happening in the seats of Plainsman Park. And a big inning coming up for both Stetson and NC State as Heath Andrews remains on the mound. And the Hatters will bring Nelfi Lopez, who got the start at second today, up to bat. And Lopez batting 7th. Landon Russell and Danny Perez, 7, 8, and 9 to up first. And a multitude of sliders we've seen from Heath Andrews. JBJ, what does that mean from your perspective as a hitter in this inning after what we saw in the first?
Stetson's going to have to make an adjustment, you know, as a see a pitcher throwing a high percentage of a certain pitch for a strike, more than likely you should probably start maybe adjusting your game plan a little bit. If he hasn't thrown his fastball or change up for a strike, say, hey, I'll give him that pitch for now until he can prove he can throw it for a strike. You're going to sit on slider. Make him uncomfortable.
Lopez just one official plate appearance this weekend. Got caught looking, and the punch out for Andrews. And a good start for the Pack here in the second.
Slider back door, was able to land it right on the corner.
Landon Russell 3 for 7 here in the Auburn Regional. Junior from Phoenix City, Alabama, low and away for ball 1. Now Stetson and NC State, no strangers when it comes to postseason play. The Hatters have kind of had their way with the Wolfpack over the years in the NCAA tournament. Ball and a strike to Russell. Landon this season coming in from Gainesville, Florida after spending a year in the Florida Gators program. Basketball and football stand out at Phoenix City. We're focusing in on baseball. But the history between these two teams, Hatters lead it 4-1 in postseason play. So, Ellie, Wolfpack got something to prove today.
Yes, they do.
And ironically, Stetson eliminated NC State in a regional that you were a part of but didn't participate in because of a wrist injury in Columbia back in 2011.
Yes. It's a long time ago.
I mean, not really, but yeah, it is, unfortunately. Pull down to first base umpire, David Yulin, who was able to check his swing. JBJ, how about that? A young Jackie Bradley Jr., MOP of the 2010 Men's College World Series. About another national championship the next year. Gamecocks nearly went for the three-peat all the way to the championship series the year after that. Payoff pitch from Andrews. Cut on and miss, and Russell strikes out. Third strikeout for Heath Andrews.
Yes, Heath Andrews right here buckles him on the slider pitch. He's really got that slider going. That's going to be very important for him as long as he keeps landing them for strikes. He's showing other pitches around the zone.
Here's Danny Perez getting the start behind home plate once again. Towards the gap on his horse, and a running catch made by Ty Head. Heath Andrews battles back in a 1-2-3 home half of the second. It's 3-1 NC State. Three to 1 ball game, top of the third inning, back on the Plains. Jackie Bradley Jr., Roy Philpott, head coach at Stetson. Steve Tremper joins us now. And, Coach, you got Matt Heil out there on the bump. Give us a scouting report and kind of what he brings to the table for
Sure.
you.
Yeah, Matty's been a great bullpen arm for us. He's kind of like that crafty lefty. A little bit, like a little Django-like. He'll kind of throw it all over the place, give you some change-ups, kind of mix his speeds. A lot. He's not going to overpower you with a fastball. But guy that really hits his locations, and we got to play defense behind him.
What adjustments do you see your team making against Heath Andrews?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously got a little zip on his fastball, and, he's a two-pitch guy. He's only thrown 16 changeups all year, so he's a guy that, we got to sit on his fastball and adjust to the breaking ball and try to do what we do so best, which is try to take the ball back up the middle. Had a couple good at-bats there. I thought Hilton's at-bat was pretty good. He just missed that ball to get out of here. So we got to keep having those type of at-bats and get something going.
Yeah, he's been a good-looking athlete this weekend. Coach, appreciate the time. Best of luck rest of the way.
All right, thanks, guys.
Steve Tremper, head coach of the Stetson Hatters. Led his team to the Supers back in 2018 in Chapel Hill. He's got some work to do today against NC State. Heil remains on the mound. Here's Josh Hogue, his second plate appearance. Flat out to left field back in the first inning. .317 on the season, coming back and bouncing back from that devastating leg injury last year. And a dribbler down the first baseline. Heil's going to race over there and apply the tag in fair territory, and that's out number 1.
Talking about pitchers being athletes. Matthew Heil able to bounce off the mound. Don't worry, I'll get it done myself. It was the only opportunity to do it.
I can't tell you the last time I wrote down 1U in the scorebook. The tag, and by that point in time, Hogue is sliding on the turf.
John Go, 2 days ago, made the play, 1 assisted as well. Except he tagged first base.
That's right. My scorebook gets messy. Sometimes it's hard to go back and read exactly what happened cleanly. You're much better at that. I see your scorebook, and it looks very tidy. Sharply to third, Barquette down, and tosses a strike across the diamond. Oh, that was smooth.
That was real nice. Ranging to his left. Was able to get up and fire it across the diamond. Made it look pretty effortless.
And we talked about it last night in the Auburn game for Stetson. The rally the headers are able to muster a game like this. Barquette probably is going to be front and center.
He's a huge part. He's a culture changer for his team.
Alex Sosa with 3 hits here in Auburn, including a home run yesterday. That was in the first inning against Central Connecticut. Singleton scored today. Sosa was rated in the top 200 of Kylie McDaniel's 2023 MLB draft rankings. He was at number 190 that year. Mention the pop in the bat we've seen this weekend. Now 3 straight out of the zone from Heil. Crafty left-hander. Can right-handers be crafty?
Yes,
okay.
They can definitely be crafty.
You never hear that, though.
No, just because there's so many right-handers compared to left-handers.
But if you're a lefty, if you're a southpaw and you don't throw upper 90s, it seems like by default you're crafty.
Yeah, that's because there's not as many left-handed batters as well. So they don't say crafty righties because typically righties aren't as crafty if they're not throwing 90s plus.
You've debunked a lot of kind of baseball myths for me this weekend, or either confirmed them. Sharply on a rope to left field, and Sosa is aboard. Alex Sosa, the 2-strike knock over to Jordan Taylor in left field. He's now 2 for 2.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. You got Matthew Heil, who has a funky little time mechanism, and it's hard to time. He has the short arm, he hides it behind his back, and sometimes that can throw off the timing a lot.
Sosa without a stolen base attempt this season. Here's DeCrisio. Transferred from San Diego, jumping up is Barquette. And that'll end the inning. Couple of sharp plays at the hot corner for Isaiah Barquette, the NC State transfer.
It's just not fair having those type of bunnies. 3-1. Head to the bottom.
All-time winningest coach in NC State history, Elliott Avent, joins us right now. Wolfpack leading 3-1 with Jackie Bradley Jr., Roy Philpott. Coach, how do you approach a day like today, knowing you got to win 2 to get to tomorrow, and now you got to win this first game? First things first, if you will.
Yeah, I don't think you can think of, Roy, you can't think about that second game. I don't think some of the players know we're playing the second game if we win this one. I don't even think they look at the format. You just got to be ready to play this game. It's good Stetson team who's playing very well at the end of the year, and you always know at the end of the year when you're playing with this kind of confidence, they're a tough team to beat. They battled Auburn right to the end last night, and so anyway, we got off to a good start, but there's a lot of baseball to be played, and we gotta stay with that. Lefty looks like he's gonna be a little bit tough on us.
Hey, Coach, talk about a selfless approach. Last at bat of yesterday's game, Luke Nixon hits a 3-run homer, and today you call upon him to lay down a bunt, and he gets it done.
Yeah, you got to be able, Jackie, you know that bunting's a big part of the game. You played for a guy that doesn't believe in bunting that much, but he'd do it when he had to, and what it does is it leads to some big innings if you can do it well, and Luke did a great job. He's a good player, does things very well. He's a hard worker. He loves the game, but big time bunt there by Luke.
Coach, appreciate the time. Best of luck rest of the way.
All right, thank you guys.
Talking with head coach Elliott Avent, his 29th season in Riley. Back to the top of the order for Stetson. And Isaiah Barquette is aboard once again after making 2 great plays at third base moments ago. Hit by a pitch, leadoff batter aboard for the Hatters. He wasn't talking about Ray Tanner there, was he?
Yes, he was.
Didn't know if that was a shot or not. This one's going to sneak through for Taylor. And the first 2 aboard for Stetson. Jordan Taylor now 2 for 2, being bumped up into the 2-hole today. Ray didn't like the bunt back in the day, huh?
No, Ray was a base-to-base guy. We stayed in the weight room, and he was all about elevating. He said, hey, wrap the back shoulder.
Coach Tanner, if you're watching, we hope you're doing well, and we trust that you are. Here's Miola. Ray gave Elliott Avent a little scouting report on the broadcast team before Coach met with us a couple of days ago, which was great. Big moment for the Hatters. Miola able to check his swing.
He already knew what he was expecting when he was coming to talk to us.
He said, you got that Clemson guy in the booth. Ray's fantastic. He's done a great job, did a great job at South Carolina as the athletic director. Made some really good moves there over the years. Of course, a great baseball coach. The national titles in Columbia. Ball and a strike. Lorenzo Miola. Win anyway. That was the mantra.
Yes. Whether it was injury, things not going your way, got to find a way to win anyway.
Big moment here for Heath Andrews. Towards right field. It's playable for Frosman. And both runners going to attempt to tag. The throw cut off back to second. Oh, and it's in time. They got him. A massive double play for the Wolfpack. And Taylor tagged out trying to reach second base.
You got to give the credit to DeCrisio right here. To see that they were advancing and to cut it off by himself and to redirect it to second base to get a much needed out.
9-6-4 on the double play. With Barquette now at third base, and that changes everything for this inning. Landon Moran, the hitter. Interesting to hear Coach Avent indicate he's not sure if his guys are aware there's another game today, given their focus on what has to happen right here and now to make it that far.
It's a good mentality because it doesn't make you think about too much. You're able to just focus on the here and the now.
And surely Brandon Novy knows. Ty Head is aware what it's going to take. This one to right field. That's a fair ball. Barquette makes it a 3-2 game, and here comes Moran. Not the weekend he's wanted offensively. Sensational at first base, but the Hatters are within a run.
Great swing. I believe that was a changeup inside. Was able to speed up the barrel. Yes, it was. Change up inside. Kept his hands in. Was able to pull it down the line. And now you begin to think, what if, you know, you didn't get thrown out at second base, getting doubled off. That's possibly a tie game.
Landon Moran, his 4th double of the season. Barquette able to make it 3-2. And the Hatters are not done yet. Here's Evan Griffiths. Evan, the junior out of Longwood, Florida. Heath Andrews gets it past him at 84. Strikeout victim in the first inning was Griffiths. 3 hits this weekend in Auburn so far. He's driven in 2 runs as well. And has moved up in the order for Steve Trimper today. If you're Griffiths, what are you thinking here?
Well, you have to battle. He's shown ability to throw a slider for a strike, but he's been spraying the fastball a little bit.
Slider outside. Moran at second base, the tying run in the bottom of the 3rd.
The good spoil right there. That lets you know that he's on his best fastball, but he's also ready for the slider as well. He's looking out middle over. More than likely, Heath Andrews is not coming inside. So you want to set your sight line kind of right over second base head.
Into right field for a base hit. Griffiths is going to drive in Moran, and the throw all the way to the backstop. Evan Griffiths now standing at second base. Now Frosman unable to make an accurate toss from right field. And we're tied at 3.
Just as I was saying about that approach, thinking fastball to right, kind of just over the second baseman's head and being ready for the slider, he was actually able to get the fastball. He was on time and was able to get it through the right side.
NCAA Regionals coverage for all 16 sites continues today on ESPN Plus and the ESPN app. For more information, visit ncaa.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. He squeezed it right past Nixon at second, just as you anticipated. Now for Heath Andrews. A lot of trouble. A lot of traffic in a tie game.
And Jaden had a pretty good at bat against him last time.
Steve Trimper confirmed that to us just moments ago. We saw it for ourselves. Just missed a home run.
And driving the ball very well to right field. Past 2 days.
A single by Griffiths, getting to second on the throw by Frosman, now in scoring position. And Jaden Hilton, 3 home runs this season. And an enormous cut. It's fouled away. He hasn't been cheated. Several of these swings going back to last night.
Looked very, very prepared for that slider. Just the way he took that, it looked like he was willing to take the fastball. He's sitting on slider. Another healthy swing on the slider. Now with 2 strikes, you got to change the approach a little bit. You don't want to just give away a free fastball. I'd like to see an Evan Griffiths type approach here. Fastball away gives you an opportunity to sit on that off-speed pitch.
Full count. Good take by Hilton. 2 ABs in this Auburn Regional so far. A hit last night. Flight out to right field, deep in the corner earlier today. That direction again with plenty of pop, but foul.
Hilton's doing a really good job of just letting the ball travel, letting it get deep. Yeah, he's hit a couple foul, but he's just waiting for Heath Andrews to possibly make a mistake in the zone.
And a wide stance on the 3-2 again. Hilton to third. Woodson. And the side is retired, but the Hatters bounce back. 2 spot, and we're tied at 3 with 3 innings in the books.
You can still leave. You still have a choice.
Cool.
Ballerina, rated R.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
We're live from Chick-fil-A.
This is Grant.
And this is Laura.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is that sweet bun.
And that chicken filet was perfectly crispy and soft at the same time.
And that Smokehouse Barbecue sauce, it's a lot of fun. And the brown sugar bacon definitely had a little bit more pizzazz. Also, the Mac, one of the all-time greats.
It's hard to believe how much goodness you can get in one bite.
Man, I'm getting hungry.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
Let's go! The Rob Dwalish-Willie, the Sugar Show! Juliana Pena!
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison!
I will be champion!
Tied at 3 through 3 innings back in Auburn, Alabama. And the Auburn Tigers, the number 4 national seed, taking in the sights and sounds of this matchup and awaiting the winner of this game in the regional final later tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern. Top seed here in the Auburn Regional. The 4 national seed Tigers, their highest seed in school history, tied with one other team here on the Plains. Bounce back season for a squad that did not make the field a year ago. Luke Nixon will lead it off for the Pack. Now, we mentioned yesterday the 3-run home run in the 9th inning. It was already 9-0 at that point in time, and you talked about it with Coach Avin. It wasn't a swing that was needed, but it was important. We documented that at the time after he had slumped the last 2 weeks or so. And earlier today laid down the bunt beautifully for a knock. It was part of that 3-run rally by State in the 2nd inning after they trailed 1-0. And the son of Trot Nixon, the former Boston Red Sox great. Dad helped lead Sox to the World Championship 2004, ending the curse of the great Bambino. Then Jackie Bradley Jr. arrived in Beantown. They won another title in 2018. So 2-2. Trot Nixon.
Papa Nix.
It's hard to believe it was that long ago. I thought he was playing kind of around the same time you were. That was before JBJ.
Yeah, so he finished, 2008. I was drafted in 2011, so I missed him by a couple years. I was able to get up to the big leagues pretty quickly, but I still got a chance to at least talk to him and meet Trot.
Saw there the younger Nixon with David Ortiz, Big Papi. He was a youngster. Nixon strikes out. Big inning here for Matt Heil. Called out of the Stetson bullpen. And now that this game is tied, he has done his job at a high level, but still early. Just an inning and 2/3 so far for Matthew.
Yes, he is doing an exceptional job of just controlling the zone. He's hitting his spots, and he's staying out of the middle of the plate. He's working both corners, and he's keeping the ball down.
Brandon Novy, the biggest swing this elimination game so far for the Pack. That 2-run double in the second.
Talked about the power surge of NC State. 5 of the homers hit in this regional is from them, of 7.
Novy got underneath it. And Miola shielded his eyes from the sunshine. It's 2 away. How hard is that, really? The sun's blaring right in your face. You got the glasses down, trying to make sure you see the ball. It's hit a mile in the air.
For me, I always like to, whichever side the sun was on, I like to use my shoulder to block. So if it was off to my left side, I would put my left shoulder forward. And if it was off to my right side, I would put my right shoulder forward to try to get at an angle. So that way you're not looking directly into the sun. If it's high like that, you have time to run to the side of the ball and attack the ball from a different angle.
Frostman 2 for 10 here in Auburn. Braden started his collegiate career at Lincoln Trail, junior college transfer. Prep career at Ross High School back in Ohio. .274 this season. You mentioned the power surge by the Pack with those 5 home runs. Frostman does have 10 this season. Heil will run the count full. JBJ, you can feel momentum teetering here a little bit in favor of Stetson. Wolfpack trying to steal it back with Frostman in a full count and a shot that sent foul. It's part of his power.
That was touched up a little bit. Stetson was glad that was not fair. Kids over there grabbing that ball is glad it's fair though. Foul. Excuse me.
8 pitches in for this plate appearance. Hey, look, baseball's here on the Plains. It's a big deal. Trying to climb the railing. Be careful.
Whatever it takes.
And diving straight into those bushes. Frostman towards the War Eagle wall. And that thing's still carrying, and it's over the wall. There's the pop, and NC State's back in front. 11th home run of the season for Braden Frostman.
Talked about one going foul. Typically, after you hit one foul, it doesn't always happen, but you get another chance. And Frostman took full advantage of that chance. He was able to keep it inside of the foul pole this time.
The 6th home run this weekend in the Auburn Regional for NC State. 338 feet. And that was up in the air with a launch angle at 40.22 degrees. And you saw Taylor kind of drift back towards that corner at the wall where Switches more towards center field. Just ran out of real estate. And now NC State gets that mojo back on its side.
Yes, we were just talking about how Stetson was getting a little momentum. Frosman wanted to switch it back around and give his team the momentum. That ball was backspun. It was hit high. And at first you didn't think it had a chance.
No.
Maybe for sure off the wall. But that was a very clean swing with a good path.
The backspin is correct. Our third top 16 national seed has been eliminated. So in addition to Oregon and Clemson, Georgia Bulldogs have bowed out of the Athens Regional. Oklahoma State completing a massive comeback. The Dogs, the Tigers, and the Ducks. 12, 11, and number 7. Inside take by Woodson. Well, you can just tell his confidence has shifted after the home run yesterday.
Yes, he's taking some quality at bats. Seems like every single time he stepped to the plate, he's seeing the ball really well right now.
Chop to Barquette at third. He'll take his time and deliver. Wolfpack back in front on the strength of Braden Frosman's 11th home run of the season. It's 4-3.
Your brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications during rush hour. Some allergy medications can make you drowsy. But Allegra is different. Traffic jam? We got this.
Woo! We're nailing it.
Yeah, come on. Like a boss. Right on time.
Allegra is fast 24-hour allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so you can use it even when you're driving. It's a no-brainer.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Let's go! The Rob Dwalish-Willie, the Sugar Show! Juliana Pena!
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison!
I will be champion.
I'll take you back to that third inning for the Stetson Hatters, and there was a massive 9-6-4 double play that kind of halted that two-run rally dead in its tracks before Landon Moran found a way to drive in a run. Another knock by Evan Grippis. And at that point in time, it tied this game up at 3 runs apiece. Wolfpack now back in front 4-3, but for Stetson, look, this is a team that's scrappy, it's gritty, not a ton of power, but great speed as a team. And they're not going anywhere. Elliot Avent knows it, and every coach we've spoken to, JBJ, in this regional, the utmost respect for this Hatters program.
Yes, they're definitely a gritty, grindy bunch, and they seem to get going early too. They typically get their leadoff batter on. Obviously, they have a lot of speed. They haven't shown it so far yet. They've been more of a base-to-base, but as we know, they're going to keep swinging it and putting pressure on the defense.
Lopez struck out looking in the second. And now the 2-0 is outside. What is happening in Nashville, Tennessee today? Vanderbilt on the wrong end of a 5-1 score against Wright State. At the bottom of the 4th inning. Elimination game for the Commodores. The #1 overall national seed. 3 seeds eliminated, including 2 just moments ago in Clemson and Georgia. Lopez, a sophomore out of Bronx, New York. And now it's 3-1.
Wright State's hungry. That's what it is.
And maybe Vanderbilt that's cooked. Lopez thought it was ball 4. Instead, it's a full count. Mark Hutchinson extending that zone a little bit higher. And Lopez thought it was a leadoff walk. I don't think umpires like it when that happens.
I don't think they do, but I don't think players like when they feel the ball's out of the zone either, and it's not called the way they want.
3-2 again, over to first base. And McHugh gets it to Heath Andrews for the first out. Big sequence there as Stetson thought it had the leadoff man at first on the free pass. Instead, it's out number 1. And Heath Andrews, JBJ, had 72 pitches in the bottom of the 4th. I think overall, just a slim 1-run lead. Elliott Avent will probably take this start considering what could be coming, even though he admitted he's not thinking anything about what could be later tonight.
Yes, he's definitely have to be very appreciative of how Heath Andrews has been able to maneuver up and down this lineup, continue to throw strikes, and his team has the lead.
Strike 1 to Landon Russell. Landon. He struck out his first time up. 93, and it just missed. It's 2-1. Hit sharply to short. DeCrisio. Wolfpack trying to keep everything nice and loose in that bullpen. Jacob Duden, right-hander, staying as fresh as he can. Andrews now at 76 pitches. Now Duden's got some nasty stuff. We've seen it ACC play this year. Dribbler over to first. McHugh down to one knee. 3 unassisted, and a 1-2-3 inning for Heath Andrews and NC State. Still 4-3 through 5.
You can still leave. You still have a choice.
Ballerina, rated R.
Your kid's brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications in the math quiz. Some allergy medications can make your kids drowsy.
1, 2, 3.
But Allegra is different.
7 times 51? No biggie. 357.
Ace. Well done.
Allegra is fast, non-drowsy allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so your kids can stay sharp at school. It's a no-brainer.
Fire it up. The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
We can't get enough of the WNBA.
Dallas Wings select Paige Beckers.
With more stars and more heat than ever.
Ridiculous!
The WNBA on ESPN.
You're watching the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. Back here at Plainsman Park, Auburn, Alabama. The winner of this regional will match up with the winner of the Conway regional. Currently Coastal Carolina and ECU in the driver's seat there. Winner of this game gets Auburn later tonight. The regional final here on the Plains. Ty Head will lead things off. It's back to the top of the order. 0 for 2 with a strikeout today. Chop to first, and Moran had to wait for it to race to the bag, and he wins it. For the first out of the inning.
Left fielder, number 22, Josh Hogue.
Top of the fifth, and an NC State one-run advantage. Here's Josh Hogue. Josh Hogue getting the start. Coach Elliott Avent's outfield over and left again today. 0 for 2, but 5 for 11 this weekend. Here, the Auburn Regional. What have you seen so far from Matt Heil, the crafty left-hander?
He has a very unique arm slot. Very unique the way he holds it behind him. He almost hides the ball, and it has a slight herky-jerky motion to it. Look how flat it is, and then just comes out of nowhere. Definitely does not come over the top. Kind of stays off to the side.
Swatted into right field. That's going to drop for a hit. Josh Hogue is aboard with just one out.
Good piece of hitting right there by Hogue. Was able to keep his weight back just long enough to get the barrel out in front of that curveball.
Here's Chris McHugh. NC State a 4-3 lead against the Stetson Hatters, a team that has found success against the Pack in postseason play over the years. Elimination game, our second of the weekend, and McHugh was hit by the pitch from Heil. And now the Wolfpack with runners at first and second. Pitches in for Matthew Heil, and inside have the Pack in business for a moment. Daniel Latham, the pitching coach for the Hatters, coming out of the dugout. Let's see if the Hatters are thinking about making another change here. Plenty of activity today. You see Heil and what he's done 2 2/3 so far. He's given up 3 hits, just the 1 run. That was off the bat of Frazeman. And he'll stay on the mound for the time being. Alex Sosa due up next. 2-run jack yesterday to start 12-run victory over Central Connecticut.
Run jack yesterday, and he already has 2 hits today. Riding the wave right now.
And Steve Trimper came out of the dugout there. This umpiring crew will meet in between the mound and home plate. You saw the sign. That's not the NSYNC bye, 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 but maybe there was a little talking somewhere. Here comes Elliott Avent. Both skippers back to their dugouts. Wolfpack, most importantly, with runners at first and second. Heil stays on the mound for Stetson. And here's Sosa. 2 hits today. He scored a run. An average climbing close to 300. One and one. Alex Sosa, 35 starts last year as a freshman. Some as a catcher, mostly as a DH. Behind home plate again today.
Heil's really looking for weak contact somewhere. He's wanting to get the ball on the ground. He's staying away from Alex Sosa, low and away at that.
To first base, Moran's going to try to get the runner at second. He does, and now the pack with runners at the corners. As Hogue trot back to the NC State dugout. Check that in the queue. Hogue now at third base. So with 2 away, that gets us back to the shortstop, Justin DeCrisio. .36 on the fielder's choice, and now Matthew Heil's afternoon is going to come to a close. Coach Latham back out to the mound, and Stetson going to make its second pitching change of this game. We'll step aside 4-3. NC State out in front. Matthew Heil coming out of the bullpen, 3 strong innings. He gave it the 3 hits, just that 1 earned run, and still responsible for the runners at the corners. But he got the job done, JBJ.
Yes, he did. The one mistake to Frazeman, and other than that, he was dealing.
Good on you for that, by the way. No question, he was. Here comes Zane Coppersmith, the sophomore right-hander for the Hatters.
Fastball, slider, split curveball. Last time he was on the mound, 2 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, and 3 Ks.
So the wheels in motion here in this elimination game. Wolfpack lead it 4-3. That advantage reestablished after the 11th home run of the season by Braden Frazeman. And here comes DeCrisio. Senior from Orange County, California. Roped foul. Just past third base coach Chris Hart. Got Hogue at third base. Sosa is at first for NC State. Winner of this game gets Auburn tonight in the regional final. That game expected to start at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 local. Chopper, Miola on the move, delivers a strike and put a star by that one. The A-Sun Defensive Player of the Year shows you why.
Absolutely moving to his range into his right, making a play on the run, on the money.
Barbecue season is back.
Yeah, it is. Hey, it's Ellen.
And this is Sarah Beth.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is that zesty barbecue sauce. I love that it was a little sweet, a little tangy, and with the mac and cheese,
I feel like I tasted the brown sugar bacon first. It was the absolute best combination. Pro tip, 3 sandwiches are always better than 1.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Where you go when you dream should feel extraordinary. Immerse yourself in the finest organic cotton for the most incredible feeling. Boll & Branch bedding is crafted with higher standards for the softest touch imaginable. Let extraordinary take over and experience softness unlike any other. Only at Boll & Branch.
Let's go! The Rob Dwalish-Willie, the Sugar Show! Juliana Pena!
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison!
I will be champion!
It's time!
4-3 ball game, bottom of the 5th inning. Isaiah Barquette will lead things off. The NC State transfer already 6 hits in this Auburn regional. After the first matchup with the Wolfpack, he talked about his time in Raleigh and now transitioning down to DeLand, Florida.
I said it in a news interview while we were at home. God's got such a big plan, and you can't see it, when you're in the midst of it. And my freshman year, it was cloudy and no idea what direction I was going in, what my future looked like. And then Girk and Trimp call, and this is my home now. And I get to play baseball with my best friends every single day, tee it up with them, love on them, laugh with them, cry with them, sing with them, dance with them. So this plan to be here, to play them, it was meant to be. And I've been thinking about this game. And the way that the guys rallied behind me today was awesome. I know everyone was super excited for my performance today, but it's, the 9 guys in the lineup, Johnny, Jake, and our dugout with the energy they brought. Those guys should get the attention as well.
Now that was an 11-2 win by Stetson on Friday. Different story so far today, but Barquette has reached twice and has scored 2 times for the Hatters. It was an emotional homecoming of sorts in facing his former team, one in which his father Andy played for as well in his collegiate days. Now doing his absolute best at a different program. Strike 2. It's Andy and Brady.
Coach Barquette, my old hitting coach, helped me a lot. Mentally, physically, and as a family man.
Served into right field for another knock. 7th here in Auburn for Isaiah Barquette.
Call just taking what's given to you. Slider down and away. Andy letting him know.
Here's Jordan Taylor. Wolfpack have brought in Jacob Duden now, one of their top relievers. And the right-hander slings across strike 1 to Taylor.
At Jacob Duden, fastball, mid to upper 90s, slider, and a changeup. Likes a little fastball slider mix for the lefties, but he throws a lot of sliders to the righties. So in a way, kind of like Heath Andrews, you might see a lot of sliders to the righties. So we're going to see if they're going to be able to make an adjustment here.
His number is certainly more impressive than the Wolfpack starter today. And case in point, the strikeout. Taylor is retired swinging. And the first strikeout for Jacob Duden.
Yeah, on that devastating slider. He gets a lot of swing and miss on that, over 44%.
41 strikeouts on the season. Jacob Duden. Here's Miola. Well, Miola up to bat after the sensational play. And a big moment for Stetson to end top half of the inning. Runner goes, throw to second. And on a bounce, it's not in time. The stolen base for Barquette. Second of the weekend, his 32nd of the season.
Shaken up.
Shaken up, and he'll try to shake it off. JBJ, you know he's not going anywhere.
Absolutely not going anywhere.
Great jump, great speed, as we've talked about. And on that slide, not sure what exactly transpired there.
Not sure either. It could have been something with his leg, maybe the way he landed, the impact of the ground, hip, knee.
In and out of the glove of DeCrisio, runners at the corners. So Miola packs a punch.
Look at as much as it worked out right here. This could have turned out to be a bad base running mistake by Isaiah Barquette. We got one out. He would have easily been doubled off. Great swing by Lorenzo Miola. Now you have 2 on, 1 out.
Tying run 90 feet away, runners at the corners. And the knock by Miola, his first of the game. Landon Moran. Doubled and drove in a run in the 3rd inning, was hit by a pitch in the 1st.
Surprised to see Miola go at some point during this at bat to possibly try to stay out of the double play.
Inner half at 96 for Duden. Roped into right field, and we're tied at 4. Landon Moran. Here come the Hatters.
That ball was hit hard by Landon. That's back-to-back hits for him. A huge RBI. This game is tied. We knew Stetson wasn't going to go away. And they're facing a really good reliever in Jacob Duden.
Miola at second base, Moran at first for Evan Griffiths. Hatters scored the first run of this game on a balk by Heath Andrews. Wolfpack with a 3 spot in the second. Stetson with 2 in the third. NC State regained the lead in the 4th inning. And now we're tied at 4 in the 5th. And we saw this from Stetson last night against Auburn. Griffiths in the gap, all the way to the wall. Here comes Miola. Moran right behind him. Griffiths digging for third base. Here's the throw. Let's fucking go! And it's 6-4 Stetson.
Huge hit by Griffiths. He has essentially hit his way into the lineup. And he's showing you why. 2 RBIs, triple, 1 out. He's put his team in a great position right now.
First 3 bagger of the season for number 23, and 107 off the bat. Past the diving tie head in center field. And they were waving around Miola and Moran as fast as they could. One on top of the other, crossing home plate. And back and forth we go here in the Auburn Regional. We've enjoyed our time meeting both of these programs this week, in addition to Auburn and Central Connecticut. And Stetson has had its athletic director and school president come by, and Christopher Rolke, Dr. Rolke, if you will, came by the booth earlier today. He's the one leading the cheers down behind home plate here at Plainsman Park.
Yes, he's leading the charge down there.
Meaning on the mound is over. The pitch gets away from Sosa, and it's now 7-4. How about the weekend Evan Griffiths has enjoyed? First triple of the season moments ago. Comes home easily on the pitch that got away from Sosa to give Stetson its largest lead. Still just 1 out for Hilton. And the Wolfpack absolutely stunned, as you can imagine. And the bulk of this damage coming against Jacob Duden. Meanwhile, Stetson, all smiles. Hitters 1 through 5 have accounted for 9 hits and 7 runs today, all 7 in fact.
Three runs scored by that young man, Isaiah Barquette.
Here's the payoff from Duden. Slam foul, and Hilton may have come right off his kneecap. Slow to get up. And maybe it wasn't the knee. Well, at least he can smile about it.
Not sure the kneecap's located there, but anatomy wasn't my major.
Nor mine. Let's try that again.
I don't think Jaden wants to try that position again.
How about the payoff pitch? Fouls it in the dirt once more. I assume that happened to you a couple of
Have you ever been hitting the quote-unquote kneecap before?
Yes.
By a baseball?
Into center field, and Hilton aboard with a one-out hit. Hatters starting to pour it on here. Hilton, his second hit of the weekend. And he bounces back after taking one in the chops.
Good feeling to be able to get your breath back.
To answer your question, no, because I didn't play.
Sometimes you play with kids and they make a mistake and leave one out over.
Now, not the outing Jacob Duden expected to have. Flamethrower. Only got one out, and Elliott Avent already going to make another call to his bullpen. Hatters with 4 on the board. They've reclaimed the lead in Auburn. It's 7-4 as we step aside.
It's a rare thing when someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with the power of Morgan Stanley.
Mom can speak walrus?
Your brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications during rush hour. Some allergy medications can make you drowsy. But Allegra is different. Traffic jam? We got this.
Woo! We're nailing it.
Yeah, come on. Like a boss. Right on time.
Allegra is fast 24-hour allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so you can use it even when you're driving. It's a no-brainer.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as softball's elite compete for their ticket to the championship series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
Well, the Hatters right back in it have reclaimed the lead in this 5th inning explosion, led by Evan Griffiths in the triple. And then that man right there, Isaiah Barquette, after Griffiths scored on the wild pitch. Barquette with 2 hits. He was hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning, got this run-scoring party underway in the 5th. And now Andrew Schaffner, the Wolfpack closer, the junior from Elk Creek, Virginia, out of the bullpen after Jacob Duden struggled.
Yeah, they're going to look for Andrew Schaffner to come in here and shut it down. The momentum that Stetson's been able to build. We got features a fastball 93 to 96, slider 81 to 84, a changeup 78 to 81. Likes to throw his off-speed pitch, and one ball counts.
Lopez back to Schaffner, over to first, and it's in time. Hilton will make it to second base. Schaffner comes in to get the all-important second out. Now he's going to have to chop up a couple of innings. 1-3 on the sacrifice for Lopez. Here's Landon Russell. Now, you and I kind of wondered, JBJ, which team would show up for both sides today. Quick turnaround by Stetson, having beaten NC State 11-2 on Friday. The Wolfpack team that slammed 3 home runs and scored 12 on Central Connecticut got the pitching that it needed. And it's kind of been a little bit of both. It's been a well-played game, but an offensive affair between these two so far. And it's 7-4. You realize you're a fan of the pack. You're down. You're not out. You need Schaffner to start to work some magic here, though.
Yes, they're down. Definitely not out. Both teams have shown up. They've shown to both be resilient.
And Russell strikes out. Second time today that's happened. Schaffner gets the K, and Isaiah Barquette scores another run after his second hit of the afternoon to launch Stetson right back in front, and the Hatters making magic happen here in Auburn. They lead at 7-4.
You know how to care for the people in your life, but you also know it can't always be you. We get it. Find a caregiver who does too. When it's not you, it's care.com.
5 a.m. or 5 p.m.
Heavy and loud.
Or light and quiet. Solo session.
Or team effort.
It's where the work begins.
And never really ends.
However you train.
The gym is yours.
Lace up at nobleproject.com.
It's a rare thing when someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with the power of Morgan Stanley.
Mom can speak walrus?
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Now the explosive Stetson Hatters back in front of NC State. Top of the 6th inning here in the Auburn Regional. 7-4 our score. Jackie Bradley Jr., Roy Philpott. We will see Luke Nixon, Brandon Novy, and Braden Fraisman in this inning. As Nixon takes high and tight for ball 1. So if you're NC State, you lost mojo, trying to get it back. Got 4 more innings to work with, so you still got plenty of time.
Plenty of time. The guys just got to focus on one pitch at a time. You know, we talk about not trying to get too far ahead of ourselves, and they gotta make Coppersmith work. They can't give any quick, easy outs away. So right now, Stetson has the momentum. They're trying to build on something, get some momentum going back their way. And it's going to have to start with the bottom of the lineup here.
Two and two. Luke Nixon 1 for 2. He scored a run. He also struck out today. 3-run homer yesterday at the end of that shutout victory over Central Connecticut State. By the way, that's the first time the Blue Devils had been shut out in 87 games. As much as they have mashed in the NEC. That's part of the fun thing about these regionals. You get to meet a team or two that maybe you're not that familiar with, where they're from, the league they play in, and you know, there's always some characters a part of this NCAA tournament.
Yes, you're figuring out where things lie, where things stand.
Fastball at 92 misses high. Charlie Hickey, the head coach at CCSU, was a lot of fun to get to know him, and Aiden Redahan, who left Auburn, still is the leading hitter in America, hitting 450 exactly.
That been 455 because he ended up getting a hit on that last at bat.
That's right. And that was fitting too. I mean, that was a great way. Obviously, CCSU didn't go out the way that it wanted to yesterday, losing to a very talented NC State team. But for Aiden Redahan, the final at-bat of your collegiate career, and you smack it right up the middle to end your season at 455. Nixon will give this one a ride out to Landon Russell. Which one away.
To end your career at the collegiate level with the hit, and it showed you what not only it meant to him, but his team as well. As he came in the dugout and just kind of they all kind of just stared at him. Almost like a sense of relief.
I thought it was a sense of pride, too.
Yeah.
Just with having that kind of run and that kind of season. And you lead the nation in hitting at an NEC school, Central Connecticut. He got his proper respect in that dugout for sure. To Russell again, and there's 2 outs. Look at our headlines on this Sunday afternoon. Wright State has Vanderbilt on the ropes again. That game in Nashville, elimination contest, 5-1, bottom 6. And then Texas handling Kansas State. Cowboys ended UGA's season today in comeback fashion. Brooke Thompson, the difference there with a late homer. They played at 2 in an 11-9 win by the Cowboys. Here's Braden Fraseman. Homered his last time up. And the junior right fielder sees the count even at a ball and a strike. Fraseman, the sport management major, big cut. Just looking at that War Eagle wall. Auburn fans don't like it if you call that something else. You can't call it the Green Monster like what you had up at Fenway or anything else. It's got War Eagle written clearly right on it.
Should pronounce it right, too.
You want to make Auburn fans mad.
Not only do you want to make Auburn's fan mad, but we got to make sure it's Fraseman as well.
You really did that to me right there. Two strikes here on Braden Fraseman. He'll stay alive. Listen, every piece of Wolfpack paraphernalia I received prior to arriving here on the Plains spelled it one way, phonetically speaking.
I was actually told 2 days ago
Why do you
by a
tell me?
fan. Because I wasn't sure myself. Sometimes you're not sure if people are actually trying to help you out.
Well,
or make fun of you.
Hey, rule one in broadcasting, you're not checking social media in the middle of these games.
No, yeah, it was after the game.
Well, that's a different story.
Not good enough to multitask quite yet.
You're getting there.
Working on it.
2 balls and 2 strikes. I mean, phonetically, you're going to write it out. F-R-A-Z-E-M-E-N. Not F-R-A-H-Z-M-E-N. I mean, that could be user error there, too. I'll take partial responsibility. Really full responsibility. Fraseman pops it up. Fair territory. And Taylor in left field records the out. 7-4 Stetson. The Hatters coming back up to bat.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
The UFC's return to Newark, New Jersey. I can't wait for Rob Twalishvili.
He's one of the best pound-for-pound fighters on the planet.
The Sugar Show, live and in color.
This guy can fight. Juliana Pena!
She's the best bantamweight in the world. How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison, ladies and gentlemen.
I will be UFC champion.
Everybody say, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like,
The WNBA on ESPN. We can't get enough.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
Starting June 13th, the Men's College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska. Atlantic Coast Conference, despite this current 7-4 deficit faced by NC State, has handled its business very well. In fact, 15-5 in terms of record. That's the best so far of the Power Four. The SEC with 19 wins, and we'll see how it all shakes out by the time we get to June 13th. Jackie Bradley Jr., Roy Philpott, Danny Perez will lead things off. 9-1-2 for the Hatters. I mean, you did a good job there. Like, you sensed kind of what was happening over here. And so you teed me up so that I could release some of that announcing frustration. Thank you.
Yes. I'm here for you. I got your back.
Ball and a strike to Perez. Stetson, a 3-run lead. Andrew Schaffner on the mound for the Wolfpack. Hatters have out-hit NC State 10-7. The difference in this one, that 4-run 5th inning. Marquette in the on-deck circle.
Coming into this game, the Hatters was hitting 342 as a team, while opponents were only hitting 270 against them.
Now, nobody's looking ahead towards tonight's regional final. We got a lot of baseball left here, but if you're Stetson and you're thinking about it, you're trying to get Coppersmith to go as long as you can. If you're NC State, you need Schaffner to just get some outs, pass the baton back to his offense. So get one here. And as Fraseman makes the running catch. Isaiah Barquette will need a little bleach, a little Tide, maybe a couple of wash, rinse, repeat for the Hatters after this one. That jersey has stayed dirty all weekend long here in the Auburn Regional.
You definitely won't be confused as being a coach. That's for sure. That jersey is dirty. That's a ball player. I'm not saying the coaches don't get dirty sometimes. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, they really don't, though, do they? You're not getting dirty. How's a coach going to get dirty?
I don't know, going up for those chest bumps after a big play or something like that. Yeah. Just might not be as fleet-footed as the players.
Isaiah Barquette 7 for 11, the Auburn Regional. How do you pitch a player like that? Look at that guy. Baseball player.
Yeah, that's a ball player.
Before and after. Before and during.
Yeah, that's a player who's definitely not worried about himself having to clean his uniform.
Schaffner's going to strike him out, and Barquette caught looking. First time today he has not reached.
Talking about how you're going to get him out, Andrew Schaffner showed you how that time, making an absolute perfect pitch. Sometimes you got to be perfect, and he was able to make that pitch.
Well, Schaffner played his high school ball at Grayson County there in Virginia. Team high 7 saves this year with the Wolfpack. His first save came last year in the Supers against Georgia. First save of his career. Heck of a time to do it. He'll lose the ball cap here, but produce another swing and miss of Jordan Taylor, who's 2 for 3.
Not only is the slider missing the barrel, but it's also making his hair miss his hat.
That strikeout by Barquette. Only the 9th time this year. And 220 at-bats that's occurred for Isaiah Barquette. I mean, you got to have some straight filth to be able to do it. Schaffner does. Fly ball center field. Back is Ty Head near the track. And it's gone! Jordan Taylor. Home run number 8. .397 feet later, it's 8-4 Hatters.
Jordan Taylor with a big-time swing. You talk about how filthy Schaffner is. Sometimes the filth gets touched up a little bit when it's left down the heart of the plate.
Miola tags one to right field. Graysman had to retreat for a moment. And back-to-back knocks. The Taylor home run. Miola now with his second hit of the afternoon. And the Hatters back in business. All this coming with 2 outs. Boy, this team just keeps coming at you in waves.
Yes, they do. 12 hits today. And they're doing it. That was their first home run they had hit this whole region. So they're doing it in multiple different ways. Singles, doubles, triples, now homers.
Yeah, Barquette, Moran, Griffiths, Taylor. And Ty Head records final out of the inning. Jordan Taylor slams the first home run of this Auburn Regional for the Stetson Hatters. And plenty to be excited about in an 8-4 lead.
$5 a.m. or 5 p.m.
Heavy and loud.
Or light and quiet. Solo session.
Or team effort.
It's where the work begins.
and never really ends.
However you train.
The gym is yours.
Lace up at nobleproject.com.
Where are all the animals, Dad?
Don't know, kiddo. Just not our day.
It's a rare thing when someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with expert insights from Morgan Stanley to help you navigate the markets.
Can you do a dolphin? Sorry.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Top of the 7th inning, 8-4. The Wolfpack going to try to rally against Zane Coppersmith. Ryder Woodson going to lead things off. All smiles for the Stetson Hatters. They have been awfully impressive this weekend here in Auburn. And the Auburn Tigers, the number 4 national seed, awaiting the winner of this game. Hard-fought contest against Stetson last night. Ryder Woodson to deep left center. And it's off the scoreboard. 109 scorched off the bat, his second career home run and his second in as many days here in Auburn.
That freshman is something special. And as soon as he made contact, he knew it. He was ready right out the get-go. Watch that release. Great dismount.
Buckle up, my friend. This one not over yet. 8-5. Here's Ty Head. It's back to the top of the Wolfpack batting order. Facing elimination, all bets are off. Here's NC State.
Heading to their team lead for home runs this regional.
Inside, on the edge at 91.
Don't have that type of power at the bottom of the lineup. 2 home runs in the past 2 days.
Popped up left side of the infield. And Barquette in front of his own dugout. I mean, the swing is sweet for the freshman.
Yes, it is. Got the foot down early and was able to drop the hands into the slot. He felt really good about that swing, but he got nervous about the direction he had hit it. But it was off the scoreboard. Strong young man.
Right in the canyon in left center here at Plainsman Park. Josh Hogue will give this one a ride. Similar position to the track and out of the glove of Jordan Taylor. Josh Hogue, a 1-out double. And the Wolfpack on the move here. Run in off the bat of Ryder Woodson. Hogue now doubles. That'll be his 7th hit here in the Auburn Regional.
Yeah, it's a lot of territory out there. Taylor was close to catching that. Just wasn't able to glove it. Josh Hogue, the heartbeat of this team.
You know, it's an interesting ballpark, too, with the different dimensions because of the War Eagle wall. And Taylor was playing over in right field yesterday, now in left with that canyon right there in the middle. It's a lot to navigate. Here's Chris McHugh.
Yes, you definitely want to attack it a little differently. On that particular one, you have to realize that you have a lot more room. So sometimes it depends on your comfortability level to be able to take your eye off the ball in order to run a little bit faster.
Q Reach, his last plate appearance, was hit by a pitch. 0 for 2. Fly out and the ground out. For the Wolfpack, we mentioned you still got a couple of frames to work with here in the top of the 7th. Got to run in if you could get one more. Try to chip away at it. The cue to right field. Tagging will be Hogue, who'll make it to third base in time. So another Wolfpack run 90 feet away. And if Hogue can find a way to touch home plate, that'll make it a 2-run game. But it's all up to catcher Alex Sosa. Sosa's got some home run ability. We've seen that already.
He has some light tower power. He's not afraid to get the hands extended. We're in the 7th inning. There are 21 hits.
Feels like most of the games we've called here have been in that realm.
There has been some pitching performances, but the bats have taken priority this tournament, this region.
8-5 Stetson. Sosa's 2 for 3. 4 hits in the regional, off speed, evens the count. We've talked a lot this weekend about momentum in baseball. Be able to pass the baton, keep the rally going. Exactly what Alex Sosa is charged with right here. Down the left field line, and Taylor running at full speed. Foul territory, there he is. Caught it cleanly. For the home run by Ryder Woodson, his 2nd of his career and of the weekend. Wolfpack on the comeback trail, JBJ.
Yes, they are. Ryder Woodson, deep ball off his own face.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
When the monsters come, all you can do is scream.
You were the last person to see the president alive. Did you kill him?
They will never see us coming.
Better?
Yes, better.
Savory, juicy, and hold up. It's got Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Nice. Crispy, zesty, ranchy perfection. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
The WNBA on ESPN. We can't get enough.
The Women's College World Series on the networks of ESPN.
Stretch time here at Plainsman Park. As we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, 8-5 Stetson leading NC State. Why not us? The Wolfpack trying to come back, but facing a awfully explosive Stetson program. Just hit their first home run of this Auburn Regional, Jordan Taylor. Griffiths now has driven in 3 with that first triple of the season. And with Jackie Bradley Jr., Roy Philpott, Griffiths will lead things off for the ASUN champs in our 7th inning. Schaffner remains on the mound. And Griffiths 2 for 3. The triple, he struck out once. The batting average, we started this weekend, it was hovering around 208, 209. He's now at 230. And he's batting 5th today. We saw him last night in the 7-hole. And our home plate umpire, Mark Hutchinson, took one right off the mask. Griffiths has continued to climb his way up Coach Trimper's batting order, and that just snuck right on through. We had a situation like that in a softball game in Alabama back in April, and the ball came in cleanly on the pitch, and it hit the wrist of the umpire. He had to leave. They checked him out for about 5-10 minutes, and he had to exit the game. It's okay long term, but just that does happen where you got pitches being thrown at 95 miles an hour and fastballs being fouled away at a similar clip. And think about it, a little surprising that doesn't happen more often.
Yeah, especially on foul balls. You're talking about him having to leave on a ball that hits him in the wrist. Sometimes it's those ones that take you out. The blood starts rushing to that particular spot in your body. Equilibrium's kind of thrown off. Heat, sometimes you're faint.
Three and 1 to Griffiths. Leadoff man for the Hatters, and he's going to draw the walk. Griffiths aboard for the 3rd time today. And here comes Jaden Hilton. Now Jaden's older brother, Brandon, played at Stetson. Finished up his career a season ago and currently the 6th leading hitter in the Independent Frontier League. Hitting almost 400. And we've marveled at Jaden's talent in limited action so far this weekend. He has hit the ball hard, smashed a single last night. Pinch hitting role. One for 3 today. And he was able to press the reset button that last plate appearance.
Yeah.
Took a tough foul ball.
Yeah, he was.
Kneecap and all.
On that particular kneecap. On that particular one, he had no choice but to press the reset button.
Can you press the reset button after that happens?
You do your best.
He did. I mean, he did somehow.
Somehow, some way. Win anyway.
Somewhere Ray Tanner smiling, looking at his flat screen television. Former NC State head coach. Hilton off the mound, could be 2. The underhand toss and the turn. And the throw pulled McHugh off the bag. It'll go 4-6 in the first out. And Hilton standing at first base. Crescio just a bit wide on the toss. And here's Nelfi Lopez. And you can feel Andrew Schaffner trying to settle in, giving up that home run to Jordan Taylor. Every pitch becomes monumental.
Definitely
in these later innings.
Yeah, he's definitely settling in. Making big pitches.
An interesting take too, as we were talking during one of the innings, and the way NC State's pitchers have lined up in this game. You started Heath Andrews and a variety of sliders, and by the time you get to Jacob Duden, perhaps a bit more ready to see that same pitch, even at more velo, based off what you've already seen if you're a Stetson hitter today.
Yes, Jacob Duden definitely has more velo with the fastball than Heath Andrews. But with a majority of the pitches they've seen being sliders, they were well adjusted and they had a game plan for it. And they proved why. That 5th inning has been a huge inning for Stetson.
Hilton goes, and the pitch is fouled straight into the dirt. Now the regional final tonight expected to begin at around 7 o'clock Eastern, or 55 minutes after this game concludes. This runs a little long. Number 4 national seed Auburn Tigers await the winner of this one. Good take by Lopez. Another full count. Some Auburn fans starting to make their way in and perhaps do some scouting of their own. Hilton goes again, swung on and miss. And Hilton will steal second in the process. And after Schaffner records the strikeout, his 3rd of this game.
Good changeup by Schaffner. Started off in the middle of the plate and had it die towards the corner and down. As long as he keeps it down, that's going to be a pretty good pitch for him going forward.
Landon Russell lifted to straightaway center. Ty Head underneath. Side retired. Top of the 8th inning. Wolfpack trying to rally. They got 6 outs to work with, trailing 8-5.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the rec league semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy hot, you're so back.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Hey, did you make that appointment?
Oh, I'll do it when we get back. When we get back.
Yeah. Not the bear.
Say, you good?
Or we'll do it now.
At Terminix, we keep pests out of your home and your head. And if they come back, we'll come back. Guaranteed. Before worry shows up, Terminix it.
Well, taking a look around the country and what is happening in the Hattiesburg Regional. Southern Miss currently leading Columbia 6-1. And what do you know? The Miami Hurricanes in that regional final already as the 3 seed. And the Southern Miss Golden Eagles, the last team 2 years ago to lose their first game and win a regional. And ironically, the tie-in, it happened here on the Plains against Auburn. And so Southern Miss still with some work to do there to try to get to the Hurricanes. We've got a new pitcher to tell you about. Mason Davenport now on the mound for the Stetson Hatters, and NC State's got 6 outs to work with, trailing by 3. Tall drink of water at 6'9" for the junior right-hander, making his 16th appearance.
His last 4 appearances has been clean. 0 earned runs. Fastball in the low 90s. Slider in the low 80s, and the changeup right around the same. He likes his fastball, and he will throw it often.
Here's Justin DeCrisio. 2 hits this weekend, 1 today. He scored a run for the Wolfpack. NC State, the number 10 seed last year, advancing to Omaha after winning the Athens Super Regional. That was Schaffner, who was on the mound then, record the save, his first of his career. Helped lift the pack. Men's College World Series. We talked to Elliott Avent extensively this week, and he said he coaches all year with an eye on what's coming in the postseason. Get his team ready. These are the kinds of moments that he was thinking about midweek, April, sweeping Clemson later in the month, the dog days of the regular season. Full count. It's going to take some grit. It's going to take some heart. It's going to take some hustle. And the time is now.
Yes, times will be tested. He likes for his guys to be tough.
Laser beam into left field, and a good start for NC State. Second hit of the game for DeCrisio. And the leadoff man aboard for the bat.
Fastball up in the zone. Able to get the hands to it. Didn't try to do too much. Laser to left field. Swing by DeCrisio.
Luke Nixon's 1 for 3. He scored, he struck out. 2 hits in the Auburn Regional. Bunts it beautifully down the first baseline. Nobody home. First 2 reach for NC State. Back-to-back knocks for the Wolfpack.
Luke Nixon going deep yesterday, laying down 2 bunt hits today. Yes, hustling down his line. Moran knows he doesn't have a play at first. Concedes. Still keeps the double play in order.
Brandon Novi representing the tying run. And for the moment, you can feel the energy in this one starting to shift to that dugout behind first base. Novi had the 2-run double. That came in the second inning. And a hitter's count at 2 balls and no strikes. Davenport has checked in. Thrown some gas, but it hasn't worked the way that he hoped that it would.
Not yet. He's kind of been all over the zone a little bit right now. And the ones that he have thrown in the zone have been middle and have been hit pretty good.
ESPN is the home for the NCAA College Baseball Regionals. For round-the-clock multi-game coverage, scan the QR code right now. ESPN Plus subscribers can access expanded coverage. Squeeze play. Pretty sure I saw a box that had 16 different games running at once somewhere on social media earlier today. Put that on the shelf. Big pitch coming right now. 2 balls and no strikes. The outer edge. It's 2-1.
16 games. Was a fly watching it?
That I don't know. Two and two. Here comes Davenport. And Novi stays alive.
Talking about how good Davenport has been, those 2 hits are only the 3 hits he's given up his past 5 appearances.
Fastball high. And a full count. Frazeman in the on-deck circle. 7th pitch of the at-bat. And a payoff. Fly ball to left. Taylor going back at the track. Near the wall, he leaps up. Can't make the catch. Well, both runners had to wait. DeCricio's going to make it to third base. Nixon now at second. And 3 consecutive hits to begin the Wolfpack 8th inning. Taylor has been close in left field on 2 occasions in 2 big moments, and he's come up empty.
Yes, very close. But the positive in that was only a single. And typically a ball hit off the wall is going to be a double. No, they got 0 outs right now, bases loaded, but I'm sure they'll rather be at bases loaded than giving up runs.
Tying run is at first base, an 8-5 lead for Stetson. And here's Braden Frazeman. 1 for 3 with that solo shot in the 4th. And we talked about his power when he went to left field moments before. He has shown it consistently this weekend. He's hit some balls awfully hard. And he has seen 14 pitches in his last 2 plate appearances. The Stetson bullpen, Justin Solimine, the right-hander, staying as loose as possible. We saw him yesterday against Auburn. And now Daniel Latham pointing in that direction. Now, what a moment this will be. The bases loaded, nobody out. A 3-run deficit for NC State.
You know how to care for the people in your life. You know the excitement, the exhaustion. But you also know it can't always be you. We get it. Find a caregiver who does too. When it's not you, it's care.com.
It's a rare thing when someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with the power of Morgan Stanley.
Mom can speak walrus?
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Mmm, savory, juicy, and hold up. It's got Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Nice. Crispy, zesty, ranchy perfection. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
Well, we've got a long ways to go to get to the Super Regional round next weekend, but the winner here in Auburn will face the winner of the Conway Regional. That regional has now been whittled to 2 teams, Coastal and East Carolina. Here it's Auburn. We still have NC State and Stetson. And a lot to figure out with a new pitcher to tell you about in Justin Solimine, the senior right-hander from Connecticut. We saw him last night go 2 1/3 innings. He gave up 3 hits and a run. Justin Solimine, and he's going to come on, JBJ, with the bases loaded for his 25th appearance.
Yes, he's going to try to limit damage as much as he possibly can. Fastball changeup mix to lefties, fastball slider mix to righties. But if he gets behind in a count, he tends to stick with his fastball about 85% of the time. It's a tough matchup coming in Frazeman.
Braden Frazeman in the 4th inning. His 11th home run of this season. A towering shot went right over the War Eagle wall. 1 for 3 today. We mentioned moments ago he's seen 14 pitches in his last 2 plate appearances. Bases loaded, no one out for the Wolfpack, trailing 8-5. And the wind starting to shift towards left field over that War Eagle wall. You see ducks on the pond for State. Righty-righty matchup in the 1-0. Swatted down the left field line into foul territory. And that'll reach just past the concourse area. And that ramp to get up to the top of that wall on the left. It feels like postseason baseball in this inning. Wolfpack not going quietly. Auburn awaits the winner of this one. Regional final tonight. Inside for ball 2. Three and 1. And Solomine did not miss by much.
Close pitch. That's the advantage that Braden Fraseman has. Strikes left to give. To be selective.
The 5-pitch walk. An RBI for Braden Fraseman, and it brings home DeCrisio. And it's now 8-6. And for NC State, the tying runs in scoring position suddenly. Still no one out in the 8th inning.
Game is far from over.
Ryder Woodson. His first 2 career home runs in back-to-back days in Auburn. Ball 1. What is the pressure like in a moment like this from a player's perspective?
Depends on who's the pressure on. Right now, I feel like the pressure's on Stetson and Solomine to make a pitch where he can try to limit as much damage as possible.
A shot to left field. Taylor going back. It's off the top of the wall. 1 run is in. 2 runs will score. 3 runs are in for the Wolfpack. Woodson clears the bases.
That might be a home run. I thought I saw it hit the railing. Great swing by Ryder. That kid is locked in. He is built for pressure situations.
That is above the line, and that is going to be a grand slam for Ryder Woodson.
We talked about this game not being over. That's back-to-back home runs.
Ryder freaking Woodson
is about to go ballistic once he finds out that this is a homer.
The ruling on the field is that the ball did not leave the ballpark. The ball was alive and in play. NC State is challenging that ruling on the field. The play is under further review.
Have yourself a regional, Ryder Woodson. The homer yesterday, a home run earlier today, and with the bases loaded, his team down by 2, Woodson is going to record his first career grand slam.
Talking about a coming out party. We mentioned before this region even started, talking about unsung heroes. A freshman comes in here, gets a start yesterday, and hasn't looked back. These are the moments and the memories.
That is clearly over the wall. It ricochets off the railing. And it shouldn't take long to overturn the call on the field. He knows it. He can barely contain himself. And NC State Wolfpack Nation on the edge of its collective seat. And still no one out in the top of the 8th inning. What a game. What a game.
Back and forth. Teeter-totter.
Woodson saying, come on. Give me the call. Come on.
Let me celebrate.
Replay review in Pittsburgh. Headset about ready to come off. And keep your focus on number 3 for the Wolfpack.
After review, the ball did in fact leave the ballpark. The call is overturned. It is a home run. NC State has both challenges remaining.
Ryder Woodson, the freshman from Naples, Florida, has seen 3 pitches today. 2 of those have left the ballpark, including the go-ahead grand slam moments ago, and it's 10-8, NC State over Stetson.
Have a region. Talking about having that type of firepower in the 9 spot. Freshman. He's making memories, and NC State is glad to be a part of it.
Now, one service rated him as the 39th best shortstop in the state of Florida just a few years ago. Way he's played this weekend. He may be the best player at NC State's dugout by the time it's all said and done. It's back to the top of the order. Ty Head's going to fly out to Taylor in left field. Well, this game, we were kind of waiting for a matchup like this. Our first 4 games, the team that jumped out in front ended up winning. And today we've already encountered 3 lead changes. And listen, this game far from over, and we said that when Stetson had an 8-4 lead. Here comes NC State back with a 5 spot in the top of the 8th inning. Grand slam by Ryder Woodson.
And two different styles of scoring runs. NC State has been powered by the long ball, and Stetson's kind of been like the slash of a thousand cuts, so to speak. Just getting singles here and there. A home run. Ryder Woodson.
3 home runs and 8 RBIs in Auburn. 2 for 4 today with 5 driven in. And a pitching change is going to be made for the Hatters. The chaos continues here on the Plains and around the Deep South. How about Mid-South? Wright State pulls off the shocker. 5-4 over the #1 overall national seed Vanderbilt. It'll be Louisville and Wright State in the regional final tonight. The Raiders needing to defeat Louisville twice to advance to next weekend's Supers. Oregon, Clemson, Georgia, and now the Vanderbilt Commodores and head coach Tim Corbin shown the exit of this year's NCAA tournament.
He's not too thrilled about that. His team was probably one of the hottest teams coming into the postseason. Winning the SEC tournament. Now eliminated.
Ethan Phillips, the junior right-hander, on the mound for the Hatters. Making his 15th appearance of this season, 1-4, the 5.17 ERA.
Fastball in the low 90s, slider low 80s. Has a changeup in the cutter as well. He's got the bases empty. He's back to the top of the lineup.
Wolfpack trying to make it back to the regional final. consecutive season. Stetson trying to get back there for the first time since 2018. One away in the top of the 8th inning. Got 25 hits between these two powerful teams. A 10-8 score. The one thing we know about the Hatters, they will not go away quietly, just as NC State has not today. What a matchup this has turned out to be. Here's Josh Hogue. So after Ty Head flied out to left, Hogue a couple of hits today. Now, you and I have talked several times during these breaks. And one time you said it, this game is far from over. It was early. I think it was NC State with a 3-1 lead. A few innings later, Stetson had reversed it. Hatters had a 7-4 advantage. And we were talking back with our production team here on campus. We said this game still isn't over. And we will say it one more time. 10 runs may not be enough.
No, either team has showed the ability to put up runs in a hurry.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Josh Hogue, who has a great story of his own coming back from the broken leg.
Back strong, resurgence.
And Coach Avent reminded us he had to learn how to run, walk again. Play the sport that he loves so much. Full count. And at least 1 run scored in every inning today. Into left center. Over to Taylor. Hogue, a big turn at first. 3rd hit of the ball game for Josh. And the Wolfpack on fire here in the 8th inning. Now it's Chris McHugh's turn. Meanwhile, Auburn's just sitting back watching all of this unfold and waiting to see who's going to win this slugfest. Q 0 for 3. Over to 3rd, and it could be 2. There's the turn, and it's not in time at first. Well, 5-4, and McHugh aboard. Get the lead runner Josh Hogue at 2nd, and now it's Alex Sosa's turn again. Now this inning began with consecutive knocks by DeCrisio, Nixon, and Novi. Bases loaded walk, then the big hit. Grand slam by Ryder Woodson. Wolfpack lost to the Stetson team 11-2 on Friday. Rebounding so far today. Ball and a strike. Pack now with 14 hits today. 14.
Yes, they've been swinging the bat well all tournament, hitting the ball hard. Keep reiterating, maybe that first game wasn't indicative of what they could truly do.
Phillips trying to find the zone. Hatters will get Isaiah Barquette up 2nd in the 8th inning here. 9-1-2 for Stetson. To the surprise of absolutely no one. Barquette will try to ignite another rally, but NC State not done yet. Sosa draws the walk, And the Wolfpack have batted around the top of the 8th inning. Senior shortstop Justin DiCrisio not ready for his baseball career in college to come to an end. Started this rally. 2 for 4 today. He has scored twice, including once in this inning. Phillips has to be careful here. NC State locked in. To right field. Charging. And not making the catch is Griffiths. One more run is in for NC State. McHugh comes all the way around from second base. Sosa makes it to third. And the rally continues. Now 11-8 Wolfpack.
Griffiths tries to make an unbelievable play, ranging in. And the impact of the ground, he loses it just at the last second. Glove got turned over, and his glove almost came off his hand. Big hit by DiCrisio.
2 hits in the inning for Justin DiCrisio, the San Diego transfer. Now it's Luke Nixon's turn again. Fly ball to left field down the line. And Taylor misplays it. He dropped it. 1 run is in. 2 runs will score. My goodness, the floodgates have opened for the Wolfpack.
It's just a misplay by Taylor. He's on it. It's just loses sight of it at the last second.
E7, the 8th error of the season for Taylor, and Stetson can't believe it. The Wolfpack have scored 8 runs in the 8th inning. Fly ball by Novi, straightaway center. At the wall and making the catch. No! It comes out! Russell dropped it and is clearly injured. And Novi coming around to score. Three consecutive plays in the Stetson outfield are going to cost the Hatters. After Nixon reached on the fielding error by Taylor in left field, Landon Russell going back clearly in pain in the collision with the wall as Novi races around. 15-8 NC State, and hopefully Russell is going to be okay. Looking at that right shoulder, and at least good to see him to his knees, and clearly applying pressure with the left hand as he's positioned halfway upwards. Well, everything certainly has changed in this inning for both sides. And Steve Tremper all the way out of the dugout. Check on a center fielder, Landon Russell. up to his feet. Well, it was the right arm in that collision with the center field wall off the bat of Brandon Novy, who for now gets credit for an inside the park home run. It was going to be a tough play, but at full speed, and the ball just popped out at the very end as he came down on the track.
Outfielder, when you're going after a ball that hard, you want to be the person to make that huge play for your team. Sometimes you're willing to put your body on the line.
And JBJ, you realize in the last 3 batters we've seen how difficult it can be to play in the outfield in a position that so many people, fans, and maybe even players will take for granted. Tough play by Griffiths and Wright. Taylor would tell you he's going to make that play 999 times out of 1,000 and left. And then you see what happens with Landon Russell, the collision with the center field wall some 385 feet away from home plate. He'll position that right arm so that it is unable to move, and you wish nothing but the best for Landon Russell. We'll make a couple of defensive changes here. Taylor goes from left field to center. Foster Apple will come in to replace Jordan Taylor in left. And in the midst of all of that, as we get back to baseball
for a moment. The ruling on the field is that it was a no catch. After review, that play is confirmed. It was indeed a no catch. All runners, including the batter runner, score. Stetson has 1 challenge remaining.
NC State has scored 10 runs. The grand slam by Ryder Woodson. The inside the park homer by Novy, plating 2 more. 15-8 in an inning that started with Stetson leading 8-5.
This game can turn around in a hurry, especially when grand slams are part of it. You know, you never like to see anyone get hurt like that at all.
3rd home run of the season for Novy. And now if you're the Wolfpack, I don't think you're comfortable just yet, but you certainly start to think about, okay, what the rest of the day could look like, leading by 7 with only 6 outs needed to advance to tonight's regional final against Auburn.
Yes, an inning like this definitely can take the wind out of a team's sails on the other side.
Back to Fraseman. Walk with the bases loaded, his first time up here in the 8th. Homered in the 4th. Pops it up behind first base here into the NC State dugout. Wolfpack with 15 runs on 16 hits. Hogue has 3, DeCrisio with 3, Brandon Novy with 3. And Fraseman lines out to Miola at short. And a brand new game here in Auburn, 15-8. NC State back in front.
It's a rare thing when someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with the power of Morgan Stanley.
Mom can speak walrus?
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
Formula One returns. It's lights out and away we go.
All season long on ESPN, the exclusive home of F1.
You're watching the NCAA Baseball Regionals, presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Now, what a weekend it has been on the Plains. We painted a picture about what was set to come here in these later innings. I don't know that any of us could have anticipated a 10-run outburst by NC State that came into the 8th inning trailing 8-5. And part of that comeback would be on the strength of a grand slam by Ryder Woodson, who now has 2 home runs today in the 3 total pitches that he's seen. And in the process, the Stetson outfield, a couple of miscues before the injury to the starting center fielder, Landon Russell. Hatters now in comeback mode, and Danny Perez, the leadoff knock to center.
Definitely can't see anything like this happening. Great swing by Danny Perez. And, the wind got taken out of their sails a little bit with the inning like that. But if you know anything about this Stetson team, they're going to battle back. They're going to do what they can. And hopefully they can do it for Russell.
Heart and soul of the team is Isaiah Barquette. Incredible regional he's enjoyed. He's reached 3 times today, 7 hits in Auburn. And by now you know his story. Transfer from NC State, where his dad Andy also played. What is it like as a player when one of your guys goes down with an injury like that? And you know he's obviously not coming back, but could be the final game of the season. You kind of lose your breath for a moment, don't you?
Yeah,
it takes
hurts
it away.
You. Yeah, it hurts you because these are your brothers. You go to battle for each other each day, and when you lose one of your brothers in battle, so to speak, a piece of you is taken away, and you want to be great for them. You want to perform. Ultimately win. So it's difficult, but that's why you have a well-balanced team to be able to pick each other up.
Ball and 2 strikes to Isaiah Barquette. To second base, Nixon. DeCrisio. 1 away. NCAA Regionals coverage for all 16 sites continues today on ESPN Plus, the ESPN app. For more information, visit ncaa.com. Your home for all 90 NCAA championships. Barquette able to keep out of the double play. That speed down to first base. Wolfpack right now just care about getting outs. And how about Andrew Schaffner? He'll get lost in the mix of everything that just transpired at the top of the 8th inning. And here's a guy that has served as NC State's back end of the bullpen various moments in his career. He's going to give up a knock here. Frazeman around to get it. And Barquette will reach third base. And 1 out, Stetson with runners at the corners. And Taylor able to smash one through that right side of the infield. 3rd hit of the game for Jordan Taylor. Schaffner out of the bullpen now at 47 pitches. talked to Elliott Avent mid-game and asked him the question, can you look ahead at all towards tonight, knowing you still got to win this game? His answer, not surprisingly, was no, you really can't. But at this point, you start to peek ahead a little bit. And for Schaffner, you have to believe he's charged to try to finish this one out.
Definitely going to want him to try to extend it as much as possible. NC State's going to be facing a tough uphill battle, having to exhaust so many arms during this game.
Well, it's funny, too, to hear Coach talk about it. He said he wasn't really sure that his guys thought that there was a game tonight. They don't know the schedule. They're not thinking about it. They're just trying to win this one. The right answer, the appropriate answer in game. Different story right now, though.
Yeah, they still have to win this one.
That's true. Miola, the gap. That's going to roll for a minute. Collected finally by Hogue. One run is in. And Taylor's going to make it all the way to third base. Well said by you. This one far from over. Now 15-9, and Stetson has 2 runners in scoring position. Third hit of the game for Lorenzo Miola.
A lot of talk about Isaiah Barquette, and rightfully so. But this Lorenzo Miola kid is also a special one. Double into the gap. He's not ready to go home.
Landon Moran, a first pitch strike from Schaffner.
Landon didn't like that call. So swinging a hot bat. He's 2 for his last 2 singles.
Scored twice, he's driven in 2. Can do it again with another knock here.
Hit a line drive to center field last at bat.
Two and 2. Schaffner delivers. And protecting the outer part of the plate. A nice job by Moran. We've had runs scored in every single inning today. Either by one side or the other in the 2-2. It's a shortstop, DeCrisio. Get the out at first. Taylor will score to make it 15-10.
Both teams clawing. Whatever they can do to push runs across the board, they've been able to do it every single inning. There has been a score.
Evan Griffiths. Tough play in right field to help ignite NC State here in the top half of the 8th inning. And now Elliott Avent. NC State going to have a conversation here. Well, somebody's got to win this game to play Auburn tonight. Wolfpack are in the driver's seat still, but it's been kind of a slippery slope for both sides this entire afternoon, JBJ.
And we mentioned it before. Either one of these teams, whoever was going to move on, you were hoping it was going to be an easy one, because then you felt like you can kind of get focused on Auburn a little bit more, but you can't lose track of the team that you're facing right now.
Pitch and change to tell you about for the Wolfpack. We'll tell you who coming up next.
It's a rare thing when someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with the power of Morgan Stanley.
Mom can speak walrus?
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
Formula One returns. It's lights out and away we go.
All season long on ESPN, the exclusive home of F1.
Well, this game summary really only tells part of the story. This could be basically a 3-page graphic with everything we've seen today. 15-10, the most important numbers on the left side of your screen. NC State leading Stetson in the 8th inning. There are 2 outs. The Hatters are batting. It's been a big day for Ryder Woodson. 2 more home runs, including a grand slam. He came to Auburn, hadn't hit a home run his entire career. Freshman out of Naples now has hit 2 in 3 pitches today and 3 here in this Auburn Regional. And a new pitcher to tell you about for the Wolfpack as well. Carson Kelly, the senior out of Sanford, North Carolina, going to try to slam the door shut on another Stetson rally.
Fastball, slider, changeup, cutter, mix. He likes to try to get ahead with the fastball and then run straight to the off-speed pitches. So something to pay attention to. Gets ahead with the fastball and likes to get it sweeping.
I mean, there are football scores everywhere if you're paying attention. You got 15-10 here. Somebody missed an extra point along the way. Creighton and North Dakota State are tied at 10. Georgia Tech and Ole Miss are tied at 9 in a field goal kicking contest in Oxford. And then earlier today, a couple of scores balloon. Oklahoma put 17 on the board against Nebraska. And Wake Forest beat Cincinnati 10-3. Do you want me to continue?
That is some football season numbers.
15-7, Texas leading Kansas State. Clemson scored on 2 safeties against Kentucky and lost 16-4. Straightaway center by Griffiths. This one is deep. And it's gone. Here come the Hatters once again. 4th home run of the season for Griffiths. 15-12.
This is getting scary. Not a good time to be a pitcher in this region. Evan Griffiths, after almost making an unbelievable diving play last inning, comes back, homer, dead center. This game is not over.
Jackie Bradley Jr., you played in the outfield at Fenway. You started center field. So many awards, so many championships. I mean, you know how hard it is to play any of those positions at times, especially in clutch moments. This one nubbed over to first. That will retire the side. You go back and think about what happened with Griffiths and Taylor. If you get any one of those plays back, this game would be vastly different. Still a 3-run lead for NC State.
Barbecue season is back.
Yeah, it is. Hey, it's Ellen.
And this is Sarah Beth.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is that zesty barbecue sauce. I love that it was a little sweet, a little tangy, and with the mac and cheese,
I feel like I tasted the brown sugar bacon first. It was the absolute best combination. Pro tip, 3 sandwiches are always better than 1.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as softball's elite compete for their ticket to the championship series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
Let's take a look at our Capital One rewarding performance. You want to ride with Mr. Woodson? He's going to take you on a ride out of the ballpark. A grand slam and a solo shot today. Part of the difference for NC State leading Stetson 15-12. And yeah, we had to review that one to make sure it left the ballpark. It did. Celebration was on. This game is not over yet, but what a regional it has been for the freshman from Naples. And who else is going to lead it off the top of the 9th inning but Ryder himself?
He is seeing the ball better than anybody at the moment, and he's going to take full advantage. Anytime he can swing that bat, he's got to feel like he's got a chance.
Well, I'll tell you who's a genius this weekend. Coach Elliott Avent. So we're going to start the freshman. We're going to put him out there. We think he's going to do some big things. Even he couldn't have imagined this. Guess what? Ripped down the left field line all the way to the wall. Apple finds it, and Woodson with a leadoff double. Well, I want to know what he had for breakfast this morning, because whatever it was, it's working and then some.
Tell you what, when you get in these type of zones, anything that's around the plate and you swing, you just feel like you are going to get a hit. That's some of the best feeling in the world when you get up there to the batter's box, let me tell you.
I mean, his last 4 pitches, grand slam, a solo shot, and a double. I mean, he's seeing beach balls up there.
Yeah, the game looks very easy for him right now.
It's back to the top of the order. Here's Ty Head. Bunts it down the third base line. It's going to reach the wall on the throw. Woodson's going to score. That'll make it 16-12. That run's important, given what we've seen in this game. E5, no RBI for Ty Head.
The absolute perfect bunt by Ty Head. I would have liked for Isaiah Barquette to be shaded in a little bit more. He was in, but I wanted him to probably charge a little bit to kind of counteract that perfect bunt. It would have made the play a lot easier on him.
We'll give Head the single plus the E5. No RBI, and the unearned run scores. And it's back to Josh Hogue. We mentioned earlier, every inning in this game has seen one team or the other score at least once. The 8th inning was the first time today both teams have scored in the same inning. Stetson played at 4, NC State with 10, their highest scoring frame of the entire season. Picked a good time for it. Foster Apple tracks it down. As Hogue is retired.
Credit NC State to be able to come right back after giving up 4.
I mean, it's important, right?
Yes, everyone is important. It's proven when you have 34 hits out there on the board, everybody got a chance to get a hit. So
McHugh, the lone starter for the Pack without a base hit today, 0 for 4. And Daniel Latham, the pitching coach, looking towards that bullpen out in left field, is going to make another call for a new pitcher for the Hatters. So we step aside in Auburn. One run is in for the Wolfpack, 16-12, one away in the 9th inning.
Guess I won't be making my famous burgers.
Text everyone to cancel. The Rivera say it's not even raining at their house.
Aren't they like 2 blocks away? It is coming down out here.
It really is.
That was cheese.
Yes, it was.
Keep walking, Marge.
I bet this is a microstorm.
What's a microstorm?
I don't actually know.
Your brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications during rush hour. Some allergy medications can make you drowsy. But Allegra is different. Traffic jam? We got this.
Woo! We're nailing it.
Yeah, come on. Like a boss. Right on time.
Allegra is fast 24-hour allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so you can use it even when you're driving. It's a no-brainer.
We can't get enough of the WNBA.
Dallas Wings select Paige Beckers.
With more stars and more heat than ever.
Ridiculous!
The WNBA on ESPN.
Well, your eyes do not deceive you. 16-12. NC State leading Stetson. And still batting here in the top of the 9th inning. Turner Spoljaric, son of Paul Spoljaric, the former major leaguer with the Blue Jays and an Oregon transfer, now on the mound for the Hatters.
Fastball split, curveball, likes to work his fastball down. So he has a 5.96 ERA. He's given up 35 hits.
We mentioned all the craziness of today, right, State? The Raiders, the historic win toppling the #1 seed Vanderbilt Commodores. The afternoon for Griffin Page, 8 innings, yielding just the 2 earned runs, and Vanderbilt now the first national seed to miss a regional final as the #1 seed coming into the tournament. And now what an opportunity for Louisville. You think about it, right? State had Vandy on the ropes in the first game in Nashville. Race was throwing a no-hitter through 6 innings. McHugh, the batter. Runner takes off for third and will make it in safely. Ty had a stolen base. Jackie, do you make anything at all out of all of these high-scoring games we've seen today? I mean, they are out there and up there in the runs department.
Tell you what I make of it. The hitters are really making adjustments early.
Going away to McHugh. Ball and a strike.
Talk about typically pitching and defense doing a lot of the winning with big games. It's been the bats that has been surging all across the nation.
Ole Miss leading Georgia Tech now 10-9. That one hammered down the left field line by McHugh. The lone Wolfpack starter without a hit. That's going to change here. The run scoring double makes it 17-12.
Curveball up. McHugh able to thread the needle down third base line. Every run is at a premium right now. State will gladly take that.
Frazeman, McHugh, and Ty Head, the only Wolfpack hitters with just 1 knock today. Woodson has 3. Novi with 3. Nixon with 2. DeCrisio with 3.
Hogue with 3.
And Alex Sosa 2 for 4. eyes on Oxford with that Mississippi-Georgia Tech game. 10-9, and Danny Hall set to retire as the skipper for the Yellow Jackets after their season comes to an end. Maybe more details on Wright State's shocking upset of Vanderbilt. Oregon is out, Clemson is out, Georgia Bulldogs are out as the #7 national seed. And we still have a full night of baseball ahead of us here at Auburn and at many of these spots around the nation. Regional final in Athens between Duke and Oklahoma State, one in Clemson between Kentucky and West Virginia. What about in Eugene? No sign of the Ducks, Utah Valley and Cal Poly. Wolfpack not done just yet. Two-two to Sosa. Spoljaric spent 2 seasons in Eugene with the Oregon Ducks. From Ontario, Canada. Now a junior at Stetson. Sosa stays alive. He fouls it straight down. Spoljaric also a member of the Canadian junior national team. Going back to his high school days. His dad Paul played for 6 years with the Blue Jays, then some time the Mariners, Phillies, and Royals. His brother Gardner also played some ball for Stetson. Sosa to first, Spoljaric covering. 2 away, and now here comes a play at the plate. Toss is going to be in time. And McHugh going to be tagged out trying to sneak home. They may want to look at this.
Derek, after making the play at first, may have forgotten how many outs there were. Was able to recover and make a throw home. See how close.
In the top of the ninth, 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left base.
And hold on just a minute.
Ruling on the field is that the runner was out at home plate. NC State is challenging that ruling. The play is under further review.
Wolfpack want Pittsburgh to take a look at it. Back in the command center. Spoljaric, you mentioned it, quickly firing back home. And was the tag applied here? Right on that shoulder.
Yes. 3-1-2.
You see that material manipulation on the tag. And nothing there would indicate that that call should be overturned. Best angle perhaps here. And that look would make you second guess that for a moment. JBJ?
Gone. He gone. I see what you did there, Turner. You deked him.
All by design.
All part of the plan.
After further review, the call on the field is confirmed. The runner is out. NC State loses 1 challenge. They have 1 remaining.
Wolfpack played 2 very important runs and a 5-run lead. The Hatters with 3 outs to work with in the bottom of the 9th. Up next.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
Guess I won't be making my famous burgers.
Text everyone to cancel. The Rivera say it's not even raining at their house.
Aren't they like 2 blocks away? It is coming down out here.
It really is.
That was cheese.
Yes, it was.
Keep walking, Marge.
I bet this is a microstorm.
What's a microstorm?
I don't actually know.
Get a taco to go plus a big Q for $2.99.
Taco to go, taco to go. Taco to go, taco to go. Taco to go, taco to go. And a big Q and a big Q. Taco to go, taco to go.
QT, more than a
taco.
Back in Auburn, Alabama, bottom of the 9th inning, in a game that has seen 29 runs scored, in a contest that has featured 35 hits and 3 errors committed, all by Stetson. We arrive here in the bottom of the 9th. Jackie Bradley Jr., Roy Philpott, the Auburn Tigers await the winner of this game in front of us. Pinch hitter for Stetson.
If you're Auburn, you're probably hoping this goes extra innings. They want either team to be exhausted.
Paul Napolitano climbs in the box. The sophomore out of New York. First pitch strike from Kelly. A regional final has to begin at least 55 minutes after this game concludes. 15th plate appearance of the season, Napolitano. As Kelly just missed. So a game that was expected to begin at 7 Eastern. The contest will be pushed back considerably. 3-hopper to McHugh. He bobbles it, but recovers in time. And the Auburn faithful stacked up, lined up, doing their War Eagle chant. And they can't wait for this one to end. They're ready to see their Tigers advance to the Supers. And with a win tonight, Auburn does exactly that. You know, the Wolfpack's work, if they hold on here, and now with 1 away and a 5-run lead in position, certainly, their work is nowhere close to being finished today. It's Foster Apple, the freshman out of Chapin, South Carolina, a first pitch strike from Kelly. JBJ, you got to think that NC State, Uncle Mo's on its side right now.
Yeah, they got some good juju going for them right now. Yeah.
I mean, I know they gave up 12, but you scored 17, and you've got Superman himself in Ryder Woodson.
Yeah. You can see him possibly moving up in the lineup soon.
I mean, if you're Elliott Avent, you don't want to mess up the mojo, but you're thinking about, okay, can I put him up there batting leadoff?
Get things going early.
I mean, his last 4 pitches, grand slam, a solo shot, and a double.
Everybody in the lineup also has a hit. Might as well just leave it alone.
Very true. I'm going to listen to the former All-Star and MOP and World Series champion. I'm going to listen to you.
I'm going to listen to the coach as he gives me the lineup card.
Hatters down to their final out. Isaiah Barquette moves into the on-deck circle. He needs some help. Danny Perez first. Now, Barquette's season is one that will be talked about for a long time down in DeLand, Florida. And his performance here, nothing short of incredible. That 8th inning buzzsaw for the Wolfpack, too much to overcome today. And for Steve Tremper, the offseason will be long. A heck of a run this year, no doubt. A lot of what ifs and what would have happened in the outfield. Be thinking about that for a minute, but still a great run, great season. And the way they've recruited, the way that they've handled the transfer portal, they're going to be one of the favorites in the A-Sun again next season. And they're going to be knocking on the door of the NCAA tournament again next season. And certainly bigger and better things in store for the Hatters long term.
Definitely got to feel comfortable about where this program is right now. Look back at the success that they've had all year long, the success they've had in this region. Sometimes run into some tough, unlucky circumstances.
Also known as Ryder Woodson.
Yes, he was a buzz saw today.
Hatters down to their final strike. Wolfpack fans on their feet in Auburn. Here's the payoff. Cut on and miss. NC State comes all the way back. And the Wolfpack advancing to tonight's regional final against the Auburn Tigers. 17-12 our final score. And the Wolfpack advancing to face the number 4 national seed Auburn Tigers this evening. That first pitch at least 55 minutes away back at Plainsman Park. Stetson sees its season come to a close, and a star is born with Ryder Woodson for NC State. Grand slam and a solo shot. We've got more baseball back on the Plains. Let's get you now to Florida State and Mississippi State.